Right. Okay. Guys, ready to play some
Ready? It doesn't cover.
D&D?
I'm ready.
We're playing that?
Huh? No, we're playing Pathfinder 2E.
Cool. I can do that.
Oh, I thought we were playing Magic.
I can do that too.
Well,
You know what? Let's play Magic instead.
Okay, here's an idea.
You know-
Can we have a night where Dave teaches us to play Magic?
I would love.
like Magic the Gathering?
No,
I don't
I
know how
have
to play
tried so
Magic.
hard. I don't know.
you guys are kidding.
No.
No.
I don't know how to play Magic the
I
Gathering.
even have a ton
You
of
ruined
cards.
your
I have
son, Dave.
so much. And I don't
No,
know
I did not. I did not at all.
cards.
Let's move to the next level of nerd.
Now,
Magic
We're all
the
gonna
Gathering.
play Magic
Let's
on
escalate.
stream.
if you want to think
Escalate.
about it,
Escalate.
Magic came out when Sarah was not even 1 year old.
Oh shit.
Wow.
My daughter.
I've heard the name before, so I thought so.
I used to hang out with nerds that I worked with at Burger King in a trailer park. And they would Magic Gathering on a picnic table, and we would
Burger King
throw
was in
knives
trailer
at
park?
the barn.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And I never
Well,
learned.
That sounds pretty cool.
But I got to watch.
That's pretty fun.
It was so cool.
Now, if you want someone to teach them magic, it would be Justin.
Stacy's son.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Right.
It sounds like
Justin and Jack.
No.
Oh, yeah, that was
We flirt. We fail.
Just drink a lot and everyone will watch us try to learn how to play Magic very drunk.
Oh.
I have done it.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do this as
Oh yeah.
It's
Perfect.
so
our little
cool.
That's
refresher.
right. You weren't here last time.
Oh, yeah. So you didn't even see
That's
the
right.
Oh, thank
That's
God
right.
you are here.
Oh.
So you
chose not
to do.
You chose not to come last
Yeah,
time.
thank you.
Right anymore. That was that was some shit.
I loved
That's scary.
the attempt at March. It was so good.
No,
it was
I
good.
had nightmares about that. I want you to.
But his attempt at March?
Yes.
I need to
Pretty
bring
good.
up Mike's character because I have to
You
play
he
him.
let me use the crowbar.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I was gonna say, are you playing like
There's-
tonight, or are you?
Yeah, I'm
I didn't know if you
playing
go
Link
to just like
tonight,
kind of writing
unfortunately.
out for the
Yeah.
night we were playing.
Sorry you can't be here, Mike.
I know.
Like Mike.
Hope
JP.
you can listen. Yeah,
All right.
my godson. Hope he feels better.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay with his name being out there on the stream.
I think
for all
that's
the
the
people
only
that
time I'm
watch
ever gonna
this.
be like a parent is
Oh,
like
true.
a
I think there's only two people
godparent,
watching.
and that's probably only if one of you guys.
Oh,
has a
really?
kid.
Yeah.
There's two people.
Wait, let me see.
That's double. That
Good
means
girl.
it's child
Yeah,
and one other
person
person.
here is watching us right now.
I am. Oh, it's me.
That's you and Tyler. You and Tyler are watching.
But think of all the residual views we're gonna get, right?
Exactly.
The tens
Now you're
No, that's
the
too high.
tens
So like
of-
this
the
is what I'm saying,
single
'cause when I
digits of
click
people.
on the viewers,
It's
there's
the
like
tens
8
of
people
tens.
that
Really?
come up, which is confusing last time.
Oh yeah.
So how do you know who's active?
Uh,
I don't know. No, I'm active. I'm on here.
Well, I am.
I am.
All right. So, to catch up, especially for Sierra, at towards the end of the last time we got together, you had discovered the secret stairs up to the attic, where you very unfortunately found the bedroom of Rose and Thorn, and found their skeletons locked behind a door where they had starved to death at the hands of their parents, who were the leaders of this cult that you have sort of uncovered is what is really going on in this house. You had a brief encounter with Thorn where he possessed Arthur, but you were able to convince him to depart Arthur's body and to not be hostile towards you guys by offering to take their bones and put them to rest. You discovered through Gregory's creative teleportation that there was a secret spiral staircase leading all the way down through every floor of the house, way down into a basement that you were not even able to get to before. as you find yourselves down at the very entrance of the basement, it is cramped stone hallways, only wide enough for one person at a time to be able to make their way through. You look left and right, and you see cobwebs and dust, and I know that it looks like the torches are lit, but the torches are not lit in this basement. There is this faint, eerie wind that's making its way through, and on the wind you can just barely hear chanting and whispers, and you're not quite sure what they're saying.
Did you just play the whispers?
I did.
Was that by accident?
No.
That was amazing. Okay.
He did.
Okay. Alright.
And they just sort of like tickle your ears, and you're not sure where they're coming from in the basement. But as you observe your surroundings, you see
Go on.
Where do you want
no, right there.
to? Okay.
So you have Theron and Marge sort of at the front. Theron, you are the one who can see down both sides of the hallway and see that it sort of branches off in multiple directions. Marge, you're directly behind him.
But I'm having to do that. I think I had lit my shield.
Yeah, you
So
have,
I'm having
you
to
have
swing my
light on your
shield back and forth.
Yeah, like almost like a flashlight.
Yeah.
And you do see that there are torches along the wall that if you wanted to light, you would be able to.
Okay.
But otherwise, it is dark. You hear like the drip of water on stone. You can tell you're pretty deep down below the earth. And you can see like you have branches off to the left and off to the right, and the rest of the party is up the spiral staircase behind you. So that's kind of to simulate.
How did we get to the basement?
How'd you get to the basement? Gregory had blinked and, or had misty stepped, and had found himself in the spiral staircase because he knew when he had gone incorporeal
Right.
that staircase was there, so he was able to misty step into it because it had been a place that he had seen before.
Okay.
And
Found the
he found the door
Okay.
to allow you guys to make it down there.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, you descended through the 4 floors of the house and
Yeah.
then quite a ways further. So
Okay.
this isn't just like right below the house. You are down.
Where does it come out?
Where does it come out? Right where,
Right here.
yeah, that's the, so Arthur is on the spiral staircase. You and Gregory are both up the spiral staircase, and Marge and Theron are out of the spiral staircase and into the hallway.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm not usually the one that would go first. I'm not exactly stealthy with the planking of the chainmail, you know.
I can slip past you. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm also the only one that needs to use a light down here, right?
Yeah, because I can
Correct.
see.
All of you guys have dark vision other
Okay.
than Theron.
Although I would, if I may
So-
ask, if the candles are out, dark vision wouldn't work. There has to be dim light.
Yeah, but if you lit the torches, you would have dim light.
But without any light at all, even
No,
dark vision doesn't work, does
No,
it?
yeah, you would. You
It
can see
does.
60 feet in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, hey, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna light
I
a
shuffle
torch.
around, and I'm gonna perceive, like this hallway.
what's happening over here?
Yeah, like wherever the most darkness is coming from.
All right, and meanwhile, Theron, you're going to start lighting some of the torches along
Yeah,
the way?
yeah.
Okay, so, just bring this here.
That's probably not exactly a quick
You
thing
have-
to do,
No, it's
since I
okay.
don't have a lighter.
You have
Anyone else
essentially,
Zippo?
within a few minutes, you have dim lighting in this entire
Okay.
area. Okay? Marge, you were coming over here. Give me a perception check. Let me see. Actually, give me investigation.
And I think I want to
Oh yeah.
start looking down that corner there.
Okay, then you give me investigation as well.
Okay.
You do not have a tinderbox?
Me? Let me check. I got a 15.
Meh. Was a 9.
Which you
I do have a tinderbox. Okay. And a
Theron,
torch.
what you see as you begin striking the torches
Yeah.
to that's actually the east side of the basement, is as you look down you look to your left and you see a dim hallway with a dark set of stairs leading down into a room that you can't make out what's in there.
Okay.
Directly in front of you, you see a branching pathway, and on the stone slab to the left, it looks like a crypt. And that crypt is blank. There's no inscription on the stone. To the right, the inscription on the stone that is open on the crypt says Walter Durst.
Whoa.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say Walter White. And I was
Walter
just
White.
like, man, are we going to break that across the back of the vicious for
You said to the right is Walter?
Yeah, it's Walter Durst.
Okay. Hey,
We have his bones.
That's
guys,
the
I
baby.
think I found where Walter's crypt is.
Let's lay it to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has the bones? I think I actually might have. I think I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll unwrap lay the. I think it's like some of my extra clothes, or my bedroll. I lay down my bedroll on the ground, and I unroll it slowly, and I am going to like say a blessing over the bones and start laying them in the crypt.
What do you say?
Holy Immatar, the blessed one of the oppressed and the broken, you give these bones and the spirit that inhabits them the slumber he so deserves and did not have in life.
And as you lay Walter's remains to rest and all this blessing down from Ilmatar, you feel a warmth sort of pass down your back, and you feel light, a little bit lighter for the first time since stepping into the house, and you can feel Ilmatar's presence with you. And I'm going to give you inspiration for putting Walter's remains to rest.
Okay.
Marge, as you make your way to the right towards the western part of the basement, what you see is, as you look to your left and to your right, you see more crypts.
Okay.
As you look to the right, you see crypts that say Rose and Thorn Durst. And as you look to the left, you see crypts that say Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. And the crypts to Gustav and Elizabeth Durst's tombs are closed, and the ones to the right for the children are
Okay, I'm just gonna go investigate the children's tombs.
as you make your way over and look into the tombs, you see that there are two stone biers, basically. Both of them are bare. So both of the children's crypts are empty, obviously.
We did take their bones.
I don't
You guys
yeah.
did. I
Okay.
was gonna say you have one of their.
I have
You have both of them.
We both, yeah.
Now, are you guys... So Arthur's also going to make his way down. He's going to be following behind Marge and kind of like tracking down the hallway. I love that you guys are using the wands.
I know,
That's perfect. So Arthur's gonna kind of back you up and
Okay.
just sort of be behind
Yeah.
you with his crossbow at the ready.
Okay.
We gotta swap that.
Well,
right?
I'm
That's-
gonna like
that's
obviously
Arthur.
lean
That's
out and be
Arthur.
like, you know, hey, we've found Rose and Thorns. I need the bones.
Arthur looks back at you and he says, "Do you still have them, right?"
Of course.
And like Arthur sort of moves and kind of like sort of like
Scout.
watches, scouts ahead as Arkin
Okay.
moves in.
Yeah.
And Marge and Arkin, as you put Rose and Thorn's remains to rest, you hear like the sounds almost of like children laughing. Not, and it doesn't scare you. It's comforting. It's like they're finally at peace.
I just lay my hand on, like, I guess they're markers,
Mm-hmm.
and just say, rest well.
Oh my
Oh,
Oh,
god.
wow.
No,
That's
more
not-
just like, oh, man, like I knew this was gonna happen.
I don't exactly all that.
And I touched their bones.
You did. And as you both put them to rest, what is Arkin's deity?
Lyra.
Lyra?
Yeah.
She's like a trickster.
Yes.
A trickster goddess, though,
Yes.
right?
Do you have a
Um,
deity or a patron?
I have a deity and a patron.
She doesn't reach you the same way that Ilmater did. This isn't necessarily something that would please or displease her. But you and Marge also get a point of inspiration for putting the children's remains to rest.
Is anyone a little concerned about what might be next if we're all getting inspiration now?
No.
Okay.
Stop it.
All right.
Feel like maybe you should be.
It's like that one guy.
What are you
that
talking
was
about?
on The doctor.
Did you not hear
The
this?
children's noises.
Dave, stop.
Oh, I see.
So Arthur is scouting up ahead to the west a little bit further. He has dark vision, notices that there's also torches in this room. I'm going to make perception check.
Oh, in the room that's open.
Yeah, right in front of him.
Yep.
19. In the dark of this room, he makes out a sort of obliterated dining hall.
Next to crypts.
Huh?
A dining hall next to a bunch
For
of
the
crypts.
dead to
It was a very bold design
there's-
choice.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wait. There's a lot of stuff down
Okay.
here.
It was a weird episode.
And as he looks around, he doesn't notice anything
No,
particularly. Doesn't notice anything particularly strange about the dining hall, other than that there is a dark alcove off to the southern side of the dining hall.
Okay.
That's just sort of isolated and off on its own.
And what's this right here?
That's the alcove
Okay.
that he can perceive because of his dark vision.
Gotcha.
And Arthur turns back to Arkin and Marge, and he says, the next room is, weirdly enough, ducking hall, which is,
Send it.
I was gonna say you just gotta open it, which is a bit
Yeah, that's the thing about Canis, right?
a bit confusing to me because I don't know why you would be eating down here. But there is a very creepy, dark alcove off to the side of the room that I think we should probably steer clear of.
Well, I wonder if the rest of the cult stayed down here.
Like live down.
It
Yeah.
looks like maybe people were.
I almost kind of want to check out the really dark, scary alcove.
I mean, that is entirely up to you.
Is that Arthur?
Yeah, that's Arthur.
Okay.
Thayron and Gregory, are you guys backing up the party, or are you exploring down that hallway to the left on the eastern side?
I was thinking about exploring like this little nook right here.
I do feel like it's not. I feel like we're not splitting the party. Like
No.
we're probably
You're
within earshot of
30 feet
each other.
Yes.
Right.
If you're talking at full volume, absolutely, yeah.
I think. I think we're kind of like making eye contact with each other and kind of thinking like, yeah, let's go check out
We're
that.
giving
hall.
like hand signals.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And we're not having to be silent. I think we're just like making like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
let's check, you know, let's get down here.
Alright,
Alright.
alright.
We're not being silent.
Gregory,
Yes.
give me a perception check.
Yes.
Please. Pretty please.
It's an 11.
But you have dark vision, right? As you walk into this room, what you see is like an old, almost picnic table, with 4 chairs at it. And what you notice in this area, off to the side, is that there are 4 straw pallets on the ground, like makeshift beds.
Okay.
And I would say it is safe to say that the assumption that there were cultists living in the basement of this house is pretty fair. These look like pretty meager quarters. You don't notice anything of wealth
Does it
in
look?
this area.
Does it look like they are well used, or are they fresh, or?
Yes. Yeah, they look warm.
So it doesn't look like something that has been recent.
No. Everything down here is covered in cobwebs and thick layers of dust, and the wood is like starting to rot as you touch the picnic table, and everything seems to be falling apart down in this level.
I relay this information to my blind friend behind me.
The other thing
I'm
that
shining
you
a shield
notice-
at the ground so I can see where I'm walking.
So like
Imagining you with like a big like Captain America shield. Just like,
More or less.
this room is all connected. The pathway out is straight across from you this way, or you could go back down that hallway. But this goes around and to the north side of the basement.
I would imagine that my shield is glowing like a TV screen would glow, right?
Oh God,
If it was
like a staticky, like
Well,
gray.
no, but like it's not a
like the
flashlight,
ring, like
right?
something's gonna crawl out.
It's
of
not
it.
like a flashlight where it can shine hundreds of feet. It's kind of like
It's
it's
just
you can see the
it's the
shield.
lighting
It looks like
here.
a shield, but it's emanating light like a TV screen would.
Yeah.
And just like a TV screen in a pitch black room is going to light up the room. That's kind of what the
it's like a
shield's
flashlight
doing.
from the 90s.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, you don't notice anything
out of the ordinary.
out of the ordinary in this room, other than it's sort of confirming your suspicions that this is where the cult
Okay.
like did their business.
Thagon, would you like to move a little bit further in?
Yeah, I think we should be careful not to get too far away from the rest of the group, but
Do you want to go next?
we could explore.
Marco!
No one here named Marco. This is Thayron. This is Thayron.
And as the voices sort of echo through the basement, Arthur hears a clicking sound coming from the alcove that you wanted to investigate.
Of course.
Almost like the sound of like
Is that the alcove there?
legs clicking along
Yes.
stone.
Okay.
Like
Okay. Got it.
and
I'm
he
intrigued.
looks back at Marge and he goes, "Whatever's back there,
It's not good.
it's not good." He's always doing this because he's always got his cross. That's why I like have guns drawn all the time. Yeah, it's like we're like Call of Duty. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move closer.
To the alcove. How
Yeah.
close?
How close?
Like 15 feet?
I
15
just want
feet
to
from
hear
it?
the noise, I think. I think I'm just gonna be very curious.
Give me a perception check.
So it never occurs to Marge to move away from the noise.
She's a curious,
Curious
little
kitten.
gnome.
Curious
little
kitten.
gnome. That's a 19.
Damn. As you move within 15 feet of the alcove, you hear almost like a rumbly coming from the back of the alcove.
Okay. Alright.
Still curious?
No.
No. You're cool?
No.
You're cool?
Marge is pretty cool with that.
Yeah. And Arthur looks over his shoulder as he's sort of like peeking down this part of the hallway, and he's like, "Yes, we could maybe not find out what that is. I would like that very much." And Arthur's moving pretty stealthily through this room.
I wonder what our normal Arthur would do in this situation.
He would have run.
I know. Would we vibe? I don't know
I
if we
think
vibe.
he'd run. I
Mike,
think
if you're
he'd get
watching
right
this,
toward
you
the-
would have run it.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a vote now.
Yeah. I feel like Mike and I would have. I won't.
Let's kill something. He'd be like, let's
Well-
kill something.
So, from this room, there is a pathway leading out here
Okay.
and around, and a pathway leading here. And it's sort of like, this is all kind of... But yeah, like, there's an exit there, and an exit here.
I mean, what do you guys think? Like, do you want to keep going? Do you
Um,
want to try to maybe circle back with the other
I was
group?
gonna say, maybe we head north, and we try to meet back up with Gregory and Theron. I think would probably be our best bet.
Fine. Lead the way.
Is that okay with you, Arkin?
I think this whole place is could be dangerous, so I
Inclined
think
to agree. I would like stealth rolls from Marge and Arkin, please.
I would definitely say that Theron's probably the most cautious feeling of like anyone down there because he's the one that like can only see in one direction.
Yeah.
Right? Like and hearing noises and stuff in the dark. Like
10.
I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
As
Are you
you
alone?
we begin making our way in this direction to the north, out of the room. Arthur and Marge. Well, Arthur moves damn near silently
Right.
as he works his way through the darkness.
Marge just jumps a little bit.
Marge, you leave some light footsteps. You're a very small being. Arkin, as you work your way through the room and make your way past the dining table, you accidentally knock one of the wood benches as you're walking past it, and it makes a rather loud squeaking sound along the stone. And from the alcove, as soon as that happens, you hear loud clicks and a hiss. And
Oops.
Okay.
So you're all rolling for initiative.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, and Arthur, Marge, and Arkin all need to roll for initiative as a giant slithering creature comes out and attacks.
we're fine.
Yeah, you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
14.
14.
We're just playing cards in the corner.
You're at the table.
That is a 6 for the monster, and a 22 for Arthur.
Well,
12 for Arkin. Okay, so turn order is Arthur, Marge, Arkin, monster. Passive perception for Arkin.
12.
The monster surprises you as you bump the bench, and it's going to get its surprise turn first before you.
Gotcha.
Marge and Arthur are not surprised. Pretty much as soon as that bench is squeaked, Arthur flips around with his crossbow drawn, and Marge turns with her wand and sword out. Arthur is going to go first. He is going to take aim. Well, actually, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll nature. I'm going to roll nature and see if I know what this is. Nat 20. We are rolling good tonight. Arthur knows from his travels through like the woods and the swamps that this is it's called a grick. Except what he notices is this one is much larger than any grick he's ever seen before. A grick is essentially like a large carnivorous,
It's like a
giant centipede creature.
It's like a
They live in like caves and like derelict dwellings, and they feast on. They're like scavengers. They feast on anything that they can basically surprise and either kill or salvage. He is going. One thing he also knows with that nature roll is that gricks are resistant to most normal weapons. Like, they're resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. But they do not have any resistance to magic.
Got it.
And he relays that to you. He says, "Oh shit, that's the largest grick I've ever seen. Everyone, if you have magic, use magic. Do not try and fight it hand to hand." And he is, he doesn't really have any
Magic.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Does he have magic arrows
Rogues
though?
and rangers.
No, he has regular arrows
Oh.
that he can sort of, some magical effects to.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action cast Hail of Thorns. And what that does is the next time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, the spell creates a rain of thorns and sprout from my ranged weapon or ammunition, and the normal effect of my attack causes the creature have to make a dexterity saving throw, and they take an extra 1d10 piercing damage if they fail their save. So at least I can kind of pump up my damage a little bit. First shot with the crossbow hits, and Marge, you hear a very fast whistle go like right past your head, and this crossbow just plugs right into the exposed like chest of the grick, and you can see like it's got like this like carapace down its front of like these slimy plates that are like overlapping each other, and it's leaving like an ooze trail along the
Is
floor.
that called Chitin or Chitin?
Yeah,
From Skyrim.
Chitin?
Yeah, Chitin. Is that it? Chitin.
that's very good. Very good, Daryl. Very good.
My Skyrim days.
Lore. And
We
remember-
never got out of Skyrim days.
I remember wearing the Chitin armor.
a nat 1 for the dex save, so an extra 1d10.
The top that looks exactly like a tick.
It does. The rest of it kind of looks like a giant caterpillar.
Yeah.
An extra 1d10 points, 10 of piercing damage. So 12, 10, 22, but as the arrow pierces, it sort of like glances off of the chitin of this ginormous Grick, and it does still lodge itself in there, but instead of 22 points of damage, 11 points of damage. Second shot from his crossbow also hits, and this time it is another 5 points as the second one flies past and it slices along the edge of the Grick and leaves this green gushing wound at the side of its neck for another 5 points of piercing damage. Up next, March. And Arthur's gonna hold his position at the back of this hallway here. He's not gonna take any movement.
Does the creature scream out or anything?
Oh yeah, it makes this horrible it screamed when it attacked.
Okay.
When it ambushed Arkin. So I would say a turn is roughly
So Gregory and I
6
heard
seconds. You heard it.
Okay.
I will say within a turn you can also make your way in and join combat.
Okay. So right now, him and I are looking at each other, being like,
Shit.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Shit.
Shit.
good thing we're not there.
Marge, what would you do?
I would like to move where I'm standing on the table right by it, so I'm kind of like head to head.
Get a little elevation. Okay.
Right. And then,
Do you leap up onto the table? You just kind of.
she's not graceful.
Okay, so we're not gonna
it was
do an
a
acrobatic.
Come on.
Okay.
And then-
We're not gonna do an acrobatic maneuver.
Yeah.
You're not a monk. You're not a monk.
I think she actually throws one leg over and just rolls.
She somersaults.
There's a lot
Onto
of
the
bad
table.
growth.
Beautiful.
I just have a feeling that poison isn't the best idea, so I'm gonna go with Ray of Frost.
Okay. The bread and butter.
And that was a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Wow.
Is that a nat 20 plus 4?
No, it's a 17 plus 7.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
You get a plus
That hits.
On the hit, yeah.
That hits
Wow.
for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And that is a 9.
As you blast this Grick, and we'll just refer to it as what it is. It is a Grick Alpha.
Oh,
It
okay.
is gigantic. We were talking a 10-foot tall, giant, slimy centipede with razor sharp 10 sets of pincers coming out of it. It's bad. Very scary. Your Ray of Frost blasts this thing and it leaves ice crystals shooting all over it. And the Grick screeches and it slams its tail on the table, and pieces of the table crumble. And it definitely seems like your Ray of Frost was effective.
Okay.
Does that have any status effects with the cold damage? Does it do anything?
Yes. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until
Okay.
the start of my next turn.
Okay. So if it was going to try and move. Okay.
Yeah.
So up next is the Grick before Arkin, since it surprised you this turn. It is going to lash out at you with its tentacles to start.
Mm-hmm.
The little guys on the front. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay. And you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And with its second attack, it is going to lunge at you with its sharp beak that you can see on the mouth. And I'm assuming a 26
Yes.
will work. Yeah. You take 14 points of piercing damage from its beak as it sinks itself into your shoulder and just rips cloth and flesh. What kind? Are you wearing any armor?
No.
No? Yeah, it just rips through your cloth cloak that you're wearing and sinks into your shoulder. And
I just had this dry cleaned.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna move because it has you right where it wants you. But yeah, there's just now instead of just slime like kind of dripping all down this thing. It also has a healthy amount of flesh and blood running down its mouth. And Arkin, it is your turn.
Okay. First things first, right after it strikes, I look at it and you can see Arkin starting to change. I get a little bit taller, a little bit thinner. My hair darkens. My fingers start looking like talons, and I take on the form of dread.
What is dread?
I get an extra. Let's see, 7 points of temporary hit points, and I can no longer be frightened. And I also, when it makes an attack, I hold it. Oh no! When I make an attack on it, I can have it make a saving throw. If it fails, then it becomes frightened. Okay. I'm going to.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
That's sorry. That was a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay.
And then I will. Simply do a chromatic orb at it. So out of the palm of my hand, I will do a chromatic orb of fire.
Ooh, love it.
That would be a 14 to hit.
It's not it.
Okay, so it bounces off the
Yeah.
armor.
As you launch out your chromatic orb after taking your form of dread, it sort of just like splashes off the side of the Grick, and the Grick like rears up and screeches at you, but is unharmed by the orb.
Okay.
Movement at all? You're not grappled or anything.
I know, but I also
You don't want to take an attack of
don't-
opportunity?
Yes. Be right.
That's fair. Are you bloodied?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
No, I can't.
your initiative. One.
No! No!
It's like the one number I can see from here.
-1.
Beautiful. All right, so you're right after Arthur on the next. You guys were making your way around to
Yeah.
join into the fight.
Yeah.
You
But we still keep exploring.
I got-
I'm not sure what kind of
Like
wood
a bad
table-
idea. But at the same time,
As you guys turn the corner, you turn just in time to see Arkin launch the chromatic orb of fire off of what you can only see kind of like the very front of this thing, but you just see lots of legs and like blood and slime oozing onto the floor, and Arkin is bloodied from like this rend in his shoulder, and he once again has changed into the form that you saw him take upstairs in the house when you guys were fighting the armor.
Are there any torches lit? Are any
Yes, Arthur lit
Okay.
torches in this room. Yes.
Okay, so I can see this.
You can see this also.
Okay.
Yes. Because that was the first thing Arthur did when he went into the room, was like torches. Arthur is going to start the turn order again. And we're going to take crossbow shots. The first one, as a bolt whizzes past Arkin. Whizzes. Fucking whizzes
There's the first F-bomb.
Yeah, now we're adults. Schwizzes past Arkin and Marge. It misses and goes wide to the right of the Grick. And his second attack lands solidly right into the chest armor on the Grick, dealing another 6 points of piercing damage after the resistance. And what you notice is the damage from the frost strike and the repeated shots from Arthur's crossbow are starting to leave wounds on the Grick, and you can tell that it's looking a little bloodied. It is now like oozing green from multiple arrows, multiple bolts that are sticking out of its carapace, its chitin. And I will say that with the amount of time that you have, that's about where you are. You can see what's happening in the room, and you can take your movement to engage. But only one of you will be able to move up enough to like actually engage with it.
So we don't have line of sight.
You don't have line of sight from where you are. No, it is around.
Okay.
It is around a wall from where you are. If you were to move all the way up to 1 to 5 feet away from Arkin, you would have line of sight. So only one of you will be able to gain line of sight this turn. Theron, you have line of sight of Arkin and Marge, and you can see that Arkin, while transformed, is also...
Yeah.
Would it make sense, since you're a cleric, you're probably going to heal him next turn? Would it make sense for me to take line of sight?
So
as long as you're not casting a touch spell. If you're casting a touch spell, you're gonna need to be...
Yeah, you would need to be with it.
You're next in the turn order, so you can decide...
I'm next in the turn order.
Yeah, you're next. Arthur went, you're up next.
What I'm gonna say, I don't want to workshop it, because I in character, Theron's gonna say, I need to get Arkin out of there.
Okay.
And I look at you, I say that, and I look at you for your response.
Go for it.
And I am going to sprint down. I'm going to run down the hallway, not sprint. I don't need a dash. I'm going to run down the hallway and...
Dramatically.
Yeah, and...
in a sprinting fashion, while not actually using the function of
the
dashing.
distance.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
I get
carrying his TV shield.
While carrying your glowing TV shield and running in your chainmail.
I'm going to run down the hallway.
Yeah.
Push Arkin out of the way.
Mm.
And get between Arkin and the creature.
It does seem like a cleric thing.
I will
I
say...
think in order to do that, that's my action.
This action... Well, actually, action in the shove, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what...
Action to shove.
Because I can see that he's in bad shape.
Yes.
And if I just try to pull him away, there's an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
I understand that there will be an opportunity attack. I'm saying that Theron's going to take it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting between Arkin and the creature.
I like it. I'm guessing it's an uncontested shove. Yep. So you run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Am I here?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You shove Arkin 5 feet diagonally, and then you move your last 5 feet to engage.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, while taking that action in melee range of the Grick, you will take an opportunity attack.
Because, like, if I'm healing him, but he's still in combat range,
He's just gonna take the damage again.
gets that damage. I can't heal him fast enough.
I like it. It is going to lash out at you with its sharp, like beak. A 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And you will take 17 points of piercing damage as it crunches down through your chainmail and pierces your chest beneath your chainmail.
Okay.
And bonus action? Or if you want to bonus action, not die?
I like that.
Oh, I'll cast Shield of Faith
Love it.
on my. Well, grants a creature of your choice.
Yep, that's you. You can choose that.
I am going to. I take the hit and then I turn back and look at Arkin and I cast it on Arkin.
You should do.
You do.
I give you Shield of Faith,
Right.
so you get 2 AC
Okay.
bonus, and that'll last for 10 minutes.
I'll play the rest of this map.
Yeah.
Ideally,
Yeah.
And
10
so,
minutes? Yeah.
Gregory, on your turn, that also frees you up to be able to move down and be in line of
I was
sight.
gonna say that was that was my plan.
So that means up next, March.
Oh, I need to actually cast that.
The same thing I did last time.
Ray of Frost.
That worked great.
It worked.
Sounds like a hit, so. Oh, yeah. 25.
Yeah, hits.
Oh, yeah, March. Yeah.
You're rolling a while.
I know, this is weird.
Not
I
bad.
got 10 again.
Yeah.
Damage.
As you blast it with another ray of frost, the blood that's like dripping from its body, like the green ichor that's dripping from its body, starts to like crystallize and like looks sharp, and it's like cutting itself as it slithers around while it fights you. Yeah. Up next.
If I could say that I'm not in a standing position, like I am in a crouched, like trying to hide behind the shield.
Daryl's hiding behind the TV.
TV shield.
Okay.
Did I miss that? Was that a joke from last time?
No, it was stripped sight.
I said that it's
Then I missed
the
it
shield
still.
is glowing like a TV.
Oh, got
So,
it.
yeah, I'm just imagining Daryl walking around with a circular TV.
With like I Love Lucy. playing.
No, it is a. This is like a tall shield. This is a tall shield.
So it's like Captain America's old school show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just playing I Love Lucy on loop.
it's more like a Roman size shield, like a legionary shield.
Can we please make this canon? Can we?
We have a legionary shield now.
Oh my
That
god.
plays I Love Lucy. Arkin, you are up next. You are no longer surprised.
That's
and you are
correct.
out of melee range.
Even better. I quickly say thank you, and then I
Is
Yeah.
that- are your
don't mention
eyes
it.
like
Coughing up blood.
glowing and
yes, it's more like
Oh, true.
dripping
I'm like-
shadows.
I'm like
and stuff.
wiping the blood away. Like, yeah, don't mention it.
Just, it didn't even hurt.
Just make it worth it.
There's like from the back, he's like, it's really so
out of one hand, I extend it, and these little bolts of force go in and hit the creature, and it takes 6, 12, total of 16 points of force damage as magic missiles.
three magic missiles,
4.
4 magic missiles.
Oh, the magic missile.
As you like extend, are you doing something else too?
No, yeah, I was playing on it. Go ahead.
Okay, as you like extend your hand and you just like Theron and Marge, you hear like, and these like little bolts of force hit the brick, and it's just. Yeah. They all hit. Yeah.
Okay.
16
And then-
teeth.
And then I extend the other hand
Mhm.
and quicken an Eldritch Blast. So that's a bonus action. And that would be a 17 to hit. 17 misses.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
This thing's armored AF.
Okay.
Your quickened Eldritch Blast that you launch from your other hand
Yeah.
The Grick like looks at you from behind Theron, and it just sort of like slithers its body out of the way, and your Eldritch Blast shoots past it and smashes against the wall behind it, and just sort of shatters the stone and woodwork at the back. At the back.
Not the woodwork.
Yeah, the woodwork is fucked.
They really appreciates
Frankly,
woodwork. It's upsetting.
Yeah. It's a shame you don't have any dwarves in your party. They would love all the stone.
You know,
down
he's
here.
he's a carpenter
Yeah.
in his heart.
It makes sense considering he follows basically Jesus as a deity.
Heart Jesus.
Up next, the Grick. Second to last in the turn. It is going to screech at Theron for getting in its way from its prey that it was trying to surprise. And it is going to lash out at you with its tail first. Charlie doesn't approve. 18 to hit.
That just hits. Now I'm regretting the Shield of Faith.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it smacks you with its
You
tail.
shit to take 9 points of damage. You're fine.
Yeah, nine's not.
It's not like me where it's a third of my health.
And with its second attack,
But yeah, that was. I can't do this forever.
It is going to attempt to whip you with its tentacles on its face.
Base
Oh,
tentacle.
the
Base
face.
tentacles. That's what those like 6 things are that are coming off the side.
Shit, okay.
25 to
That might hit
Oh
a little
man.
bit.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning.
That might hurt a little
damage.
more. Are you bloodied?
Now Theron is
On the ground for a different reason.
yeah, he's having trouble holding his shield arm up, and he's struggling to he's struggling to stay up.
How much?
He's not just crouched anymore. Now he's having trouble staying
How much health
upright.
do you have?
17.
As you take these lashes from the tentacles coming off of the Grick's face, you feel one of them like crack you on your collarbone, and you hear a crunch, and you are pretty sure something breaks.
Okay.
As
Is it my
as
shield
Dave-
arm or the?
It is not your shield arm.
Okay.
It is you have a mace, right? Or
Yeah.
Morning Star.
Yeah.
It is your weapon arm.
Okay.
And like as you lift it, you can lift it.
Okay.
It is quite painful.
Yeah.
I
I just put it away. I just put the mace away.
You're just like,
away.
you know what?
Yeah.
Can you just drop it? Like,
Gregory, your turn.
can I go around the back?
Like, all the way around?
No, like.
No, those don't
It-
connect.
yes.
Okay,
There is
I
a
couldn't
wall.
tell.
There's a wall here between
Okay.
the crypt and this room.
Okay.
You can move directly next to Theron and have a
Yeah, so
diagonal
it'd be-
line
be
of
like
sight.
right there, right?
No, right,
Right there.
forward. Yeah,
Yep.
right there.
I'm going to cast Firebolt up to this works. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it's.
It's going to be 10 points of damage.
How do you do it?
Does Firebolt have like radiant damage?
It's fire damage.
Fire, straight up
So
fire.
it's not. It doesn't extend past 5 feet.
No.
No,
That's
you're,
good.
you're okay. You're
That's
okay.
good.
I was thinking I couldn't have just cast Fireball down the hall and kill
Caleb.
everyone.
Caleb has a tendency to cast area of effect damage that hurts party
You're not
members.
tired.
Well, I don't have spell shaping yet, but we have a few things that are trying to help with that.
Happened in the past.
Gregory runs down the hall and sees his party in great peril.
Great barrel.
Fact. Yes.
Mark's fine.
As he turns the corner, is face to face with his alpha grip, and it's just like, oh shit! And just readies a firebolt and just shoots this thing just straight through the bleeding cavity of its chest.
As you launch this firebolt and it engulfs the open wounds of the Grick, you see like sizzling blood, like steam.
Smells
coming.
great.
Yeah, oh, it's
Reckless.
bad. It's bad. But like the blood sizzles and like fire comes up out of its mouth as it utters like this death screech, and in like this very uncomfortable wiggle, it drops. Yeah,
Wiggle.
it drops to the ground, slumped onto the stone,
thank God.
and like this like burnt, casserole-y smelling blood starts like
Right.
oozing out onto the stone, and it's like on your boots, and
Yeah. Oof.
and Arthur's like, really? Oh. And he pukes in the corner of the room.
Mars just goes,
Oh.
yeah, I knew that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Also, give you one of my health potions.
I was gonna say.
I have 4 of them. I can spare one.
Thank you.
I
And
think you helped me at some point.
and combat is over with that.
All right. Is that a normal health potion?
Yes. About 4 of them. I remember when we
okay.
were at that
What do you
thing.
think?
3.
Arthur walks over to you, Arkin, and he goes, you're looking a little terrifying, but also quite bloody. Do you need some help?
I would have to say yes.
Yeah.
And as I'm talking, my form
shrink back.
shrinks
normal
back
size.
and I look
I-
normal.
I don't
I am
have...
good.
Oh, okay.
Well, I am gonna cast because I'm also in bad shape. I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope on us,
Okay.
which is a 3rd level spell slot. And what it does is, for the duration, for the next minute, each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws. That doesn't matter in this case, but we regain the maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a health potion for maximum effect.
I am going to 2nd level Cure Wounds
Right.
on you.
Which will now be
which
maximum.
is 16 plus 1, so 17 points
Health potion really
of
helped.
health.
I don't. Yeah.
So that brings you back to full,
greater.
doesn't it? No. Oh, that's right. You took multiple attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with 17 health, that's that's good.
Healing. I don't know what a normal health potion does. Is it 1d4
I think
plus?
it's
No.
2d4
2d4
Mhm.
plus 2 or plus 3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So you would heal for 10 points
So
of
that's
damage
10. Okay.
from 1 health potion. You also, I think, you have like your
I have
innate
greater.
cleric. You have your innate cleric healing also, where you can restore health, right?
I mean, it's a spell I have to cast.
Don't you have like a limited use ability to heal? Like I know paladins have lay on hands. Don't you have something similar to that as a life cleric?
As a life cleric, I think it's a channel divinity.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
it
healing.
should be.
It's one of your
Like
channel
that.
divinities. You have 2 channel divinities right now.
You can restore 35 hit points. Choose any creature within 30 feet of you, and
And you can
divide
restore
those
up
hit
to
points among
maximum.
them.
And this, can you not restore past half of their health though?
Creature can restore a creature no more than half of its
Their
hit
health.
points.
So
maximum.
so you can use like channel divinity to keep people from the edge of death.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'm gonna do that.
Well, you're-
when you cast a spell at 1st level or higher that restores hit points to a creature other than you, I also regain hit points.
Yeah. So like if you heal someone else, you also heal yourself, based off of the spell
Yeah.
level. Well, I will say this: unless you are still below half, I wouldn't use one of your channel divinities because you'll only be able
Yeah.
to heal yourself up to half. So
Yeah.
that's more like if the whole party is looking pretty rough, you can divide that amongst everyone basically.
That's where it
and
actually
keep them
looks
from
like.
the edge of death.
So I guess I'll use
Wait,
a healing
wow.
potion on him.
Oh no, the face tentacles.
The face
are not
tentacles. Yeah, the
fun.
face tentacles.
That's not
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's a grit.
That's a grick.
Mm-mm.
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 But he dead now.
We did it.
This guy's
It's so cool. Can I see it?
Yeah,
I just
Sarah
want to see
painted that.
the painting. Man,
Okay, so I'm gonna.
it was like heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I have to go.
Wait.
He's so
I'll
cool.
cast Cure Wounds on you, which will give you.
On who?
Do you still need health?
The
So
hold.
I just cure wounds at 2nd level him. So he just got 17 points.
I'm down 9. I'd rather you hold that one.
I mean, if you're still bloody, heal yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody
Absolutely.
else is healthy.
Yep.
You and Arkin were both bloodied in that encounter.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was unfortunate that I was that close, but
I guess I'm doing
tried to
second
stay
level cure
farther
wounds,
away.
which will be 16 plus 7, 20, 23.
Does that bring you back up to full?
So 23 plus 27 is 50.
Close.
God damn.
Not too shabby. I like your beacon of hope spell.
Yeah, it's nice because it's not. I don't have to worry about the risk.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to cast 2 spells though to get to that level of health. But
Right.
now I'm at almost full health again. But yeah, Beacon Hope's pretty cool because it means like our healing potions do maximum effect. And
Yeah.
And like after all of this has transpired and you sort of healed everyone, Arthur's like, oh, okay, so I say from this point on, maybe we do stick together. Maybe I'll scout first. Since, we have the bench
You are
the
the
bench
quiet
kicker. We have the bench kicker, and we have Mr. Chainmail. Maybe I will.
Well, while we're doing this, I reach over and touch Theron's armor that was like a little bit crunched and and slowly under my hand it starts knitting itself back together.
Mend.
Bending.
Nice.
excellent. There.
Wow, we got you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got you.
Healer, healer.
we're not
And
going
once-
to let the healer.
And once that's done, I start doing
You do it to
normal.
yourself also. It's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
And Arthur says, which way do we head? North or west?
I think back the way that
Back the way we
Finished
we were
searching
heading.
our area.
yeah,
Yeah.
back the way that we both came from originally.
Kind of
Well-
an interesting room back there.
Do we want to see what's
in
maybe it
the
has?
alcove?
Yeah, if we
Has
we
anything?
already potentially killed
Because
that thing.
maybe it was protecting something.
Right.
It's just hungry.
Or just
Wow,
hungry.
that one. But
Or both. Who's protecting its food?
up to you. Just
Arthur's like, well, March, you wanted to.
I did want to go
Check it out in
into
the first
dark,
place.
scary abyss, and
Yeah.
now the dark, scary thing is dead. So
Have at it.
let's go.
And
well, at least
as,
the baby is dead.
The
So
baby is
as you
dead.
make your way over to the alcove, what you see
Put him a
is
knife.
what you see is it's like an old food larder. Like there's what looks like the remains of some eaten like dried meat and things like that hanging in there, and there is a burrow hole coming up from out of the ground that the Grick obviously burrowed its way into this basement and has been hiding in the larder eating the food and waiting.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking there's a nest or something probably down that hole, so let's not. Maybe no.
Agreed. Maybe we don't go down the gigantic Grick hole. The Grick hole?
The brick hole.
The Grick hole.
the Grickle.
Maybe we don't go
Let's
down the
not
Grick hole.
explore
I
the
think
brick.
that's
Explore the
that's the name of your next campaign.
Yeah.
Down the Grick hole.
Down the brick hole.
It's like an Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Down the Grick hole.
Drink me.
Arthur's like, I'm good. I don't need to check out wherever that thing came from.
Okay.
All right.
And he is going to turn this away and head
Okay.
the direction from whence we all came. Are you guys going to stay in the room while he scouts?
Oh, I think
We
no,
follow-
follow.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're like ready to
Yeah,
go.
let's not.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not dilly dally.
What you
I'll stay
see...
to the back again because I'm the only one that.
I love the wands.
okay.
I love
I'm the
using
loud
wands.
I'm the loud one that also needs a light to see.
All right, we're kind of in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Lucy. She's just playing all night. So.
This is actually me.
I know, but I said that's why I said you're kind of
Just
in
a lot
the
of
back.
static, and every once in a while I just cheer. Oh, Lucy!
Oh, look!
Look, Ratchet.
So what is?
There's what you can see as you look down this way is just a long empty hallway. You can't see it terminating and turning down that way. You can see that it leads this way, and it looks like the same lighting that was coming from that room is shining around
Gotcha.
that corner. So you
Okay.
can tell that the light
It might
is making
joined up.
They joined up at that point. You can tell that the light is coming from the dining hall into that hallway from over there, but you can't see around here. You can see.
Yeah. Can I do like a history check or a survival check to see if there's anything worth salvaging off a brick?
Yeah.
You know, like if
Give me
Oh,
investigation.
like I like.
Give me investigation. That's a good idea.
No.
That's pretty good idea.
Can I also give myself guidance to do it?
Yeah. Matar, I know you're with me always. Matar, I feel you with me.
All of us need to play cleric at one point in time because it's a wild adventure.
Yeah.
Give you fair warning, if I play a cleric, it will be a death domain cleric.
14.
Yeah, as you look over this brick, you are able to salvage 2 of Arthur's crossbow bolts.
Okay.
Um,
I have plenty.
you have crossbow
I have
bolts?
a crossbow
Oh, beautiful.
and a crossbow.
Arthur's he's looking at his little bolt pouch and the magazine on his repeating crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
He's they run. Would you be a lad and maybe loan me 10 crossbow bolts? Is that okay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even remember how I got this thing, but I'm really not, not really a crossbow kind of guy. So yeah, sure. You can have 10
Beautiful.
10 bolts. So that leaves me with 10.
And that gives me 19. We make our way into this larger room here. One, I'm gonna roll stealth. Next, I'm gonna roll perception. Cool. Cool. I rolled a nat 1 for my perception check. But my stealth, I'm very stealthy. I just can't figure out what the hell is going on in this room for the life of me. As we make our way into this room, what we find is that it is sort of a large, open room with a water-filled cistern.
Oh, I bet that's fresh.
I was gonna say the smell coming off of this cistern lets you know that it has been ages since anyone has been down here with any fresh water. There is sort of a nice black mold algae smell coming up off of the cistern.
Oh, love that.
And surrounding you are 5 bedrooms. These bedrooms look slightly nicer than the 4 that you saw in the other area. And what you can kind of determine is maybe there was a caste system within this cult where some people had better standing than others, and maybe it was the initiates that had the shitty mattresses on the floor. These look like actual bedrooms, and in each bedroom there is a footlocker.
Can I enter the room and roll perception quick?
Yes, absolutely. You sort of excuse me, part of the Arkin.
A 23.
You can sense that, what you can perceive, not sense, from where you are, is that the footlocker directly in front of you has a little tripwire from the side of the footlocker, very Skyrim style. The little wire coming off of the side of the chest. You can tell that there is a trap set on the footlocker directly in front of you to the north.
I cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to pull the tripwire that's directly
As you cast Mage Hand and pull that tripwire, 3 bolts. As the chest opens, a little mini crossbow mechanism lifts up out of it and shoots 3 bolts directly between you, Arthur, and Arkin, and the 3 bolts hit the wall straight across the room. And Arthur looks at you and goes, "Please, let me know if you're going to do something."
Without missing a beat, sorry. Without missing a beat, runs to the chest.
Okay. Arkin, any response?
I just
You just watches the bolts hit the wall. Are you starting to wonder what you got yourself into?
Wow.
oh
like,
yes,
oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I was wondering that a while ago.
Roll investigation.
You don't need to
Sorry.
roll investigation. The chest is now open.
It's Dave.
Dave or Arkin being like, what have I done?
Oh my god.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you see, Gregory, as you make your way to this first room here and investigate the chest, inside there is a black leather eye patch that has a carnelian that looks almost like a lizard eye sewn into it, worth 50 gold pieces.
Cool.
What,
Right?
Or you could wear it.
why'd I do one little thing?
Is Gregory an eye
And
patch guy?
As I am saying that, my eyes start to glow, and I use
Detect
that
magic.
Eldritch sight to see if anything in that chest or that actual patch is magical.
It does not appear to be radiating any magical energy. However, this first room to the right over here, as you use your Eldritch sight, you can see a glyph on the floor in front of the footlocker in that room.
I'll mention that to the others.
Arthur's.
Real life.
Oh yeah. You guys want to take 5?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll take 5 before we keep investigating. All right. Yeah. We'll be
Bye. We'll be right back, please.
We'll be right back with more Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
keeping the mics on.
Well, we were talking about hosting a group of people, but we didn't
For the
really know
bowl
who
of
we
supers?
mentioned it to. Yeah. Did you have plans?
Well, now that I know that he's
You guys?
going over, I'll probably go over to my sister
Okay.
and brother-in-law's house.
Are you watching the Super Bowl?
Couldn't care less.
Well, Julie doesn't really care either.
Let's reword this. Do you want to go over to Daryl's house and eat?
Yeah, we were gonna invite people.
Girl,
over.
that.
So like, you
A
guys.
riot.
Hang out, eat
Oh,
food.
welcome.
Well, and
But-
I might also, if you guys are doing that, maybe I'll stay at Sarah and Shane's for a little bit,
Yeah.
or I'll come to your place first and then go over to Sarah and Shane's.
Yeah.
Shannon's probably going to bed early that night because she leaves for the UK at 3 a.m. the next morning.
Oh.
She will not be staying up to watch the
Yeah,
would
I
like
will
the
probably
Eagles
be
to win,
staying
is what I'm
over
trying to say.
at Sarah and Shane's house.
Yeah, Julie
because I'm off on
Julie,
Monday.
stay in the
doesn't
DV.
care either, and we have a TV in the downstairs.
I would
in
hope that I'm not
area,
able
and then
to,
one
to
upstairs.
drive
Make it
that
over.
I was
work.
gonna say, yeah. I mean, I'm off Sunday too, so if you need help with prep or
You guys are
stuff,
welcome.
like-
Come.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be getting back from Ohio, like in the afternoon,
Okay.
Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So like, if people can bring
Yeah, so-
food,
So we have
we'll have the
the
basics. Because we
Yeah.
don't have time
Brunch.
to make anything.
on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless
Barrows
something else comes up,
Saturday
like, I'll
night.
plan on it. If something comes up,
and
I'll
then
call you.
Sunday
You're
Super
bringing the
Bowl.
girl?
and
I can see
I'm
if
off
she wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't get off the
recovery.
pod,
Yeah,
but I can see if she wants
absolutely.
to.
I don't know any diehard football fans. So
No,
I don't
I
either.
I actually want to watch the game, but
Chopped liver.
it's just not. It's a social.
Yeah, I
event.
just want to see filling and flow.
What?
I like chaos. I like
Die
watching
hard
the world
football
burn.
fans.
Hard.
Really? I'm an Eagles fan.
I would never have known that though.
Right.
Yeah.
The people that are Eagles fans
I don't
wear
talk
that
about it.
shit
That's true.
all
That's
the
true. That's
time.
true.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. Okay.
I'm a diehard fan. I
Valid.
never talk about.
Accept that. I accept your criticism.
Wait, are we recording this part?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. I want to make sure people hear this.
It's in the
Diehard
it's in the
Eagles fan.
annals of history.
Anal,
Okay.
anal,
The annal of history.
Love that.
Annals. The annals.
Love that.
But yes. So with your
Thank you.
Eldritch sight,
Yes.
Arkin, you can see that the first room on the right, which is the eastern edge of the
Right,
basement, you can detect a magic glyph, and
Here?
as you
I apologize. Did you air fry anything?
do you need some food? As okay, as you relay that to the rest of the group, Arthur confesses, I don't know what to do with that information. He is not magically inclined and does not know what a glyph on the floor means.
Well, unless we examine it, it usually means some form of a or
Curse.
Do you think we are
curse.
safe where we're at?
we're safe where we're at.
Okay.
I would not get within 5 feet of.
Okay.
Can I
We're at
try to
most 5 feet.
investigate the glyph?
Yes.
I mean, we're all in the room at this point talking about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we're
But
in
avoiding it.
here like
And
having a
The
conversation.
glyph, is it like over here?
No,
Is that
the
where-
glyph is
No,
in
by
front of
the-
the chest in that
Right,
room.
in
Yep,
this room,
in that
okay.
room right there.
So is it like right here?
Yes, right and directly in front of the
And
chest.
You did a detect
Magic.
magic.
He did, yeah, he
Yes.
Eldritch Sight, which is essentially like an innate detect magic.
Okay. I think
You this way. We're locked on you.
Play two different.
Always.
It's a very easy class to play.
That's why I split it.
I am going to detect evil and good. And that will tell me if there's a place or object within 30 feet of me that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Consecrated or desecrated. Yeah, you do. From behind you,
Oh, wow.
you can sense good. You can sense that an area has been magically consecrated.
Wow. What direction is it? So
Directly behind you.
here?
No,
where
your
you
back
are.
is against the wall.
Oh, so that way.
Directly behind you, about 25 feet or so.
Okay.
Got it.
Go ahead.
No. I'm
The children's
children's
tombs.
and
Oh,
You put them to rest, and you can sense
I gotcha.
that area is magically consecrated. Other than
I
that,
gotcha.
within 30 feet of you, you do not sense any good or evil, other than a faint sense of goodness coming
Okay.
from where you help the children find peace. But no, nothing feels evil in this room.
Yeah.
Just booby-trapped.
Okay. I guess I'd like to just do like an investigation of whether I recognize what the symbol means.
Arcana.
Arcana. That's what I got.
can I do the same?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yes, you can both roll up for that.
Arcana.
Don't know what that.
I got a 10. Well, maybe it's just best to leave it alone.
I
What it
think,
means.
in my expert opinion, we should not touch it.
17.
My
Oh.
arcana as well.
Yeah, sure.
Does anyone oppose me throwing a stone at it?
Yes.
That feels like a bad idea.
Absolutely. I oppose that.
That's a 20.
Yeah. Both Arkin and Gregory realize that it is a glyph of warding, and that yes, upon stepping over the glyph or disturbing the area that it is attached to, it will set off some form of trap. You cannot know what type of magical effect it will release. You both know that the potentially worst possible effect would maybe be like setting off essentially a fireball from that location. So standing a good 20 feet away, if you're going to set off the glyph, not a bad idea.
I would say it's not.
Would you consider it to be an object?
What positive could come from it?
The glyph?
Yes.
The glyph is not
I
an
would say
object.
that if I could detect magic in that locker, then maybe it would be worth it.
Would you?
You don't detect anything magical
But
in,
yeah,
in the
but
locker
yeah.
itself.
But other than that, I would say let's not
Yeah.
chance.
So you would say that the locker is attached to the glyph. If I were to misty step into the room and open the locker,
You would set off the glyph.
that's what I would. So,
Yeah, I don't want to see Marge killed.
no.
All the crowbars in the world won't save you from that.
I vote we pass with it not being a magical item.
Yeah.
That feels like a safe bet.
Other than that, the other three lockers do not appear to have any tripwires or any glyphs in front of them.
Okay. I'll investigate like this one.
Okay. Arthur will go across and check out that one. It's unlocked, but
Oh,
if you want
I'll
to,
give that.
help yourself. Do you want to use the crowbar?
it's for dramatic effect.
Okay, yeah. It has like a little silver clasp on the front with no lock.
Bash the hell out.
I'm
Just a
trying
glass.
to like
It's
pull
literally,
myself out because that crowbar does not work for.
it's literally like this. Like you could
Yeah.
just but instead you wedge your crowbar in there,
Yeah.
Marge. And in that room, what you find is a silvered short sword. So a short sword that has been
Ooh.
silvered
Wow.
to fight against undead.
Cool. Okay.
Give me a history check.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, actually, it's a bug. Oh.
That's not.
I'll
good.
say with
My blast is great.
I'll say with that, you know, just with how difficult it's been to find silvered weapons and have weapons silvered, that it is worth at least its weight in gold, if not more,
Okay.
to at least hang on to it.
No
and
matter
maybe-
what, I'm gonna take
right,
it.
and try and sell it. So you can just add short sword to your inventory and then put a little custom note on it that it's silvered.
Because what was my other thing that was silver?
I think you have a silvered longsword
You have all the
or a
shit.
rapier.
It's very thin.
Well, you don't actually.
No, I
You
don't.
stole that
Because-
from us, didn't you?
No, I didn't steal it from you. You guys contracted the blacksmith to silver your weapons,
And we never got that.
and you never got back to the blacksmith before you were transported to Barovia.
Oh my
That's
god.
like something that we
I'm
do.
keeping this
Yeah.
short sword forever. Okay.
This is my most precious
This is
possession
literally-
now.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay.
I'm so not surprised that we did that.
I didn't even
Yeah,
wouldn't have even
um,
crossed my mind.
That's why you don't have them in your inventory. Yes, because the blacksmith said he would silver your weapons
And we
for
just
you.
pieced out.
And then from the
Uh-huh.
courtyard of the castle, the mist swallowed you, and you were transported to Barovia. before you-
In the search, just you think like silver.
No, just put in short sword, and then put it gives you the option to customize it and add a note that it is silver.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you just add short sword to your inventory,
Got it.
and then you should be able to customize it. You can even change the name of it to silvered short sword, and that way it'll always remind you that it's a silver.
Crusader short sword. I'm doing. It's the only one that comes up that's like.
No, it should just be a regular short sword.
Oh, got it.
Jeez.
Yes, I don't.
Crusader against.
Daryl, can we go as
Um,
Professor X for Halloween?
No, because I'd have to shave the beard.
You could go as old Professor X from like the Wolverine movie where he has like the stubble.
Yeah, and he's insane and just
And
rants.
he is
and
insane and has
blows the
like
world up.
epileptic episodes and
Yeah.
and almost destroys everything. Yeah.
No, that sounds fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In Arthur's footlocker, what he finds is 3 moss agates and a folded piece of black cloth. You know, super cool stuff.
So is that it for the room then?
There's one more. There's one more chest.
Can I investigate it? That's one.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, this one's not booby trapped. As you move into the last room, what you find is an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Where's my hairbrush?
Yeah,
Sorry. All the church kids right now.
I was gonna say I don't recognize that one, but I
What?
I don't
I didn't
either.
start.
That's OG VeggieTales.
It's my hairbrush.
That might have been the first silly songs with Larry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Songs with Larry, the cucumber.
But yeah. That is that room thoroughly explored, unless you want to trigger the.
No, I think we're gonna pass that.
Okay.
How do I
You
put
could-
a
Hit somebody.
How do I
with
put that
silver
hairbrush in my
I
inventory?
know, like so you need that.
Add custom item.
Okay.
Its worth is 25 gold pieces.
What was the folded black cloth?
Arthur pulls it out, and he's like investigating it, and he's like, hey Ron, you said that you found black robes upstairs, right?
Yeah, the closet outside of the that dining hall.
And as he unfolds it, it is one of the black cloaks.
And
He says-
the only rope.
And your eldritch sight doesn't detect anything coming off of it, and he says, he throws it over his shoulders and he says, how do I look?
Where'd you go?
Like a cultist.
Oh, Marge?
But no,
Would you
that
like
might
it
be-
instead?
That could be a good thing. Maybe we should hang on to it.
Yeah.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come to think of it, maybe we all should grab one in that closet. But yeah, here
Arthur's
we
like-
are.
Arthur's like, that's not a bad idea. And he puts the hood up and it's pointy, it's
Uh-oh.
bad. But, you know, cultist. Yeah, he's cultist.
It's a black robe though, right?
It's a
Yeah.
black robe. It's yeah, black.
Fine.
And he says, okay, now that I'm extra stealthy with my black robe, let's continue.
So are we moving? We're obviously moving.
Yeah,
Yes.
and down this hallway.
You need this.
Does anyone want to dare me to shoot that glyph with a crossbow as we leave?
Kind of, actually.
Actually, yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact it'd probably make a lot of
you.
noise,
Yeah.
Well, I'm keeping you there because you're gonna shoot it. and I'll
that would
leave.
I would say I would recommend.
Really
that.
tempted.
I really want to know though. I
Arthur,
want to know.
there goes.
Just do it. Just do it.
It's probably about.
It's probably a
I
great
feel like
idea.
we could get a lot more done with our evening if we don't fight whatever that glyph
Yeah,
does
I
to
have
us.
a feeling that over the next
Okay.
probably 2 hours, we'll get a lot more accomplished if we
Okay.
just keep.
Yeah,
moving.
I leave.
But you're sad,
I'm
aren't
sad.
you?
I'm very
yeah.
sad.
I think Dave is
Fair.
proud of us.
This is why I said
They're growing up.
I can't play my
I
life.
know.
Because you want to shoot the trap
would
too,
do
don't you?
I would allow them.
You do
But-
look trickster guy. I mean, you could play your character.
I could.
I'm not stopping anything, you guys. I want you to play D&D to your heart's content.
I want to survive.
Okay, well,
Well,
you know, I
that's a
guess
good-
you have to weigh your options.
Yeah. That
Um,
was a good part of it.
Arthur.
That Crick was enough of a.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was not a good time.
Arthur looks down the hallway and he says, I don't very much like the look of this long, dark hallway. Marge, you didn't see anything else in the other room, in the dining room, other than the hole. There wasn't anything else in the room, right?
What, you mean this room?
Yeah, in that room.
No.
Um,
I'm hoping we don't run into that again.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but maybe we go that way instead of down the dark, spooky hallway. Okay.
That way?
Here.
Arthur wants to go around. He doesn't want to go down the dark hallway.
I'm gonna roll perception because I want to see if I feel like ooky spookies.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because
Perception
I
check.
feel like I'm gonna want to rock.
I just want to. Marge just want to.
I don't know. 11.
Marge, you can tell as you look down the hallway, the stone floor 10 feet in front of you looks slightly different from the rest of the cobblestone
Okay.
nearby. You're not entirely sure what that means, but you can perceive that that something looks a little bit different about the floor 10 feet ahead of you.
What is the holdup? Why are we just standing in this hallway?
I don't want to go down the dark hallway.
Look.
Marge wants to go down the dark hallway.
All I have to look at as I'm
And the
taking up
last
the rear
time
is
Marge
a
wanted to
glowing
do
glyph in
something-
a dark room.
Yeah, the last time we wanted to
Okay,
do
but
something.
it like came out and followed us, so I said no.
Okay,
And
if
I
you guys
walked
can't
away.
figure out what you're gonna do, I'm gonna shoot that effing glyph.
Okay,
Figure
I'm
it
backing out.
Figure it.
Backing out. We
Okay.
can go the way Arthur.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, let's go this way. Now you're sad too.
Yeah.
The cleric's sad. The fighter's sad.
we're all sad.
Everyone's sad. Arthur's sad. And as you step into this area, the whispers that you were hearing, they start to grow ever slightly louder. And now you can detect that the whispers are in fact coming from this direction. But you can also see that there is a large room this way and that this hallway leads off into the darkness.
I vote exploring spooky whispers.
Spooky whispers.
I'm fine. It seems like every room that we go into in this place has something kind of bad in it.
So y'all are okay with spooky whispers, but you're not okay with cooking.
Well, creepy hallway was.
I said no to the clicking in the first place.
I mean, creepy hallway is one thing, but spooky voices—that's exciting.
exciting.
Well, the
God.
clicking ended up being very exciting.
That's
Yes, it was.
Arthur says, just give me 1 second. And he like pulls his new black cloak up and he creeps down the hallway this way, and looks around, and turns and comes back to the group and he says, yeah, that room, very creepy. I don't like this basement. There is literally a room filled with skeletons chained to walls, and in the corner of the room there is a statue of a very tall vampire with a fur cloak, and underneath the statue it says, "The Dark Lord."
Oh.
And I don't want to go.
might be a clue. Now, I think what's neat is we don't know what you rolled for Arthur, so we don't know if that's a lot of information about the room or if that's like
I'm assuming that's
something really
a
important.
good bit of information about the room.
And it is safe to say that between the note that you found upstairs that Strahd had written to this cult saying, like, listen, I'm not impressed with your worship.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, this is bullshit, and I am not about this. You don't impress me. The statue of the Dark Lord is a statue of Strahd in the cultist basement of this house.
Okay.
Look, Arthur, I understand what you're saying. That sounds really, really creepy. But that might be the best room that has the most hope for us to figure out what's going on.
I mean,
We have to go there.
what I'm telling you is I would prefer not to go there. I will back you up from this hallway. If you want to go in there and take a look,
Well,
have at it.
we could also go forward,
Good.
or we could go to the rat, which I think it matches up with the hallway I wanted to go down in the first place.
I think it does as well. And
You mean the one where the whispers and chanting is
No, nothing was
appropriate?
coming from my hallway. Just the stones looked a little weird.
the whispers were coming down from the end of that hallway. They're coming from.
Okay.
You guys were here. You guys were here, and the whispers are definitely coming from.
Okay, there were
the down. The
there were
downstairs.
whispers.
Arthur is like, frankly, I don't know how much choice we have in the matter. I mean, we could try and just go back up the staircase, but this house does not seem to want to let us
leave?
Whether we like it or not, we have to venture into the creepy
Yes.
hallway. We
Arden.
can't leave unless we do.
Can you give me a history check, please?
We see some shit.
$19.
You remember, that up ahead, in the hallways, you remember being attacked the last time you were in this house. From roughly right around there.
I'm not sure why, but I think there's danger, like right up ahead, like right, and I point down
Okay.
that way.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember
Okay.
our party.
So you're saying that you don't want to go straight ahead.
Correct.
Arthur doesn't want
I
us to
don't
go
wanna
into
go.
the big room with the skeletons. Also doesn't want to go down the hallway that's making voices. So
There's no other place.
We're gonna
to
take
go.
a vote.
no one wants. There's someone that doesn't want to go down at least one direction.
I vote we go down the hallway with the whispers.
Whisper hallway.
So
Majority rules.
All right.
Theron, how do you feel about the Whisper Hall?
Let's hit it up. Sounds great.
We have dealt with creepy children noises.
Yeah.
I think we can deal with whispers.
I swear to God, if you play the gun right now.
No, oh my God, he was getting ready. He's got.
I'm gonna.
Ah, no.
I'll go down this way
Make me
and
think of, like,
shine.
amnesia or something.
Shine my light down the hallway.
Okay.
From that direction.
And as
Holding the shield up.
you shine your light,
Your eye level is deep.
as you shine your light
So bright.
out into the world,
Yeah.
your light,
my
the
God.
light shines
Theron
through
has a
you.
message.
The light shines through you, and you see Arthur creep down the hallway.
Casting a big shadow.
You see him creep down the hallway. Marge follows behind in with her diminutive form.
And I'll move up to the.
Arkin,
I'll follow. Fine.
I know. It's
you
so
follow down the
good.
hallway.
Yeah.
He's loving it.
I need you to give me a dexterity save, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Dexterity.
That's it. Oopsie.
I'm gonna trip.
Jacob's sidetrack door.
13.
What
Could be worse.
Marge noticed
Could be.
as the flooring being a little different in the hallway, as you step onto the bit of floor, you realize it's not stone where you're standing. You step onto dirt over wooden planks,
Okay.
and the wooden planks are rotted away and almost petrified and turned to dust as you step on them. You fall into a 10-foot deep pit. And as you hit the bottom of this pit, you feel wood skewer you all over your body.
Oh,
You take
3,000 damage.
3 million damage.
I think I definitely yelling as it.
You take 17 points of piercing damage, and you are 10 feet down a hole.
Okay. I would have made noise as
You
the,
yell
as
that
the yard.
happens.
I mean, even as like the planks break, I would be like,
Gregory, you are the first person back from him, and you literally, as you're turning the hallway, you hear him yell, and you just watch him drop into a hole.
Are you good?
"Oh no,
Simple question.
I am so far from good."
Marge breaks out. Now she's feeling some responsibility for this one. So she can she see?
I'm in a rough
Yeah, like if you
spot,
come back
guys.
around,
You
you
can
can
see
see
him?
you can see that there's a hole.
But she can she see him? Like basically skewered.
If you move up to the edge of
Okay, I'm gonna move up
yeah.
to the. Obviously, you're like
There's some holes in this house.
I'm here. I have a python and a rope, and I'm gonna try to like rock climb down.
Well, it's only 10 feet.
you'll slow
Yeah,
lower
I'm
the rope down
scared.
too.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have a 50-foot rope.
That'll work.
Well,
How are you-
Make it 10 feet.
It will.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, math?
Wow. Thanks, guys. Needed that.
I was asking for me. I was asking.
As you look over the edge of the pit and you start lowering your rope down, you see Theron down at the bottom, and like a wooden stake is coming up through his calf, and another one has like impaled him through his hip.
Do I
This-
see anything else?
Nothing else down there, just as a spike trap.
Literally just.
This hurts.
I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say I have something that would work, but it's a 4th level slot. So
Oh yeah.
Can you?
Can we just can you tie it around you? and
Yeah,
then
I'll
pull you up.
I'll tie it around my belt.
Yeah. Marge. Is anyone gonna help Marge?
I'll help.
Thanks-
Give me
thanks,
a strength check with advantage because of Gregory's help.
I'm not great at that, but do you want me to make strength checks?
No.
Oh,
You're just giving her advantage by
Okay,
by helping
thank
her.
you. wizard things. That's not one.
Yeah, just literally click on your strength modifier on your skills.
It's at the top. It's not.
Just don't leave.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Okay.
That's good.
There you go. Oh,
I did okay.
Yeah.
22.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You are able to easily pull Theron up out of the pit. As you do, he groans in pain as the spikes sort of slide out of him, and you pull him up and over the edge.
Oh.
And Arthur comes back from downstairs and he goes, well, I have, he sees you and he's like, what the hell happened to you?
Splinters.
Oh no.
He's fallen, and he couldn't get up.
He couldn't get up.
Yeah.
We got him.
I told you not to go down that hallway.
Shut up.
Fair. In other news, the whispering is definitely coming from downstairs.
I'm gonna cast a.
How
Oh, so
far
there's a
down?
sub basement.
Wait.
Okay.
There's a basement to the basement.
Yeah, this leads to a set of stairs down.
All right. I'm gonna start.
It's creepier.
Theron pulls out a vial, pops the cork out, and
Yeah.
starts chugging a greater health
Oh, a
potion.
greater
Yeah.
health potion. I love
Oh
it.
shit.
Ah, shit in
4D.
here.
44 plus 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't actually cast it, can I?
Huh?
There's nothing to click on to actually.
Oh.
You just take it out of your inventory. But you
I did, but I have
yeah,
to-
you have to roll it.
Let's all count together. 4, 2.
6.
Wow.
Now we're gonna move hopefully beyond another 2
That's 8.
Okay.
and a 4.
16.
Not bad.
16. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's almost all the health you lost.
Well, if I were a healer, always does the damage. We're all
Hey.
fine.
You know?
He's
I
not
actually-
exactly built for this, where we're at right
Yeah.
now, though.
No.
He is not a dungeon delver.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm trying not to play him like he would be, like he knows
Right.
what to do.
No,
Like,
that's fair.
you know,
Yeah.
he's not the kind of person that knows to look for traps. It's not his thinking.
Arthur goes,
Should've went
okay,
first.
okay, follow me. I have to warn you. It does absolutely get creepier as we go downstairs.
How far down does it go?
About another 20 feet.
Okay.
He says,
I'll take the lead, honestly.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if it
Like, I feel bad.
absolutely,
My-
yes,
I
please,
feel
definitely.
really bad.
my side
Definitely,
is,
I'm okay
my
with
side
that.
is healing up. Like, the hole's getting smaller, and I'm not bleeding out as bad.
Man, isn't it cool how Dungeons and
I'm
Dragons
not
works?
bleeding out as bad.
Yeah.
I like that.
Still bleed.
Yeah.
You know, all bleeding stops eventually. That's what they teach us in medic
Yeah.
school.
That's
One
true.
way or another.
Yeah.
All bleeding
Yeah, I
stops
I think that's a
eventually.
Scrubs quote.
You could.
I want to say that's a Scrubs quote.
I could believe that.
I mean, eventually you run out.
Yeah.
Oh,
looks
no. I mean, I don't see it yet.
That looks a little
But-
creepy, Michael.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Mm-mm.
But still.
Stairs.
You know what? I'm gonna put you back here.
Theron's gonna continue to take up the formation. Yeah.
We're doing a little bit of a Congo line.
It's you.
But I will go first.
Fun.
Been my fault.
As you make your way into the sub basement,
This is a beautiful sub basement.
right? It's nice.
Yeah.
I'd live down here. I wouldn't want to live at the horse stalls that they had the beds in.
Yeah.
What you find is the indistinct whispering that was filling the area before. It's no longer indistinct. Very clearly, you can hear the sound of multiple voices, and what they are saying is, "He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land.
Well, that's what's creepy.
He is ancient. He is the land."
Can I make an arcane check for the room?
You're not in the room yet.
Ah!
What do I want to do here?
But we can already hear that.
You can hear that, yeah.
I'm gonna make religion check, maybe? What, like, who they're talking about? I don't know if I've heard that before.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 19.
You recognize the chant. You have seen that line in a vampire manuscript before,
Okay.
talking about Strahd von Zarvich.
I mean, I'm gonna proceed forward.
Okay. As you move into the next room, you find a small reliquary antechamber.
Okay.
What you can also see through, if you move far enough into the room, you can see straight.
You mean like
through.
right through here?
Well, so this whole room that you're in, this whole area is like an antechamber, and each
okay.
of these is like a small alcove that has an
Oh,
object.
I thought these were walls. Oh, okay.
that has an object. No, that's just the
way.
grid. That's just the grid to so you know spacing. But no, each of these is like a small
Okay.
small alcove that has a little artifact in them.
Okay, I'm gonna check out, I don't know, the artifacts right here.
As you walk into the
Great.
room,
This doesn't sound good.
You die.
you don't die. But give me perception check.
Guys, I think we've made it to Strahd.
19!
Feels like
Yeah.
They're all.
No.
It's
You
the end of the
see-
campaign.
You see random
Oh my god.
trinkets, very witchy objects in
Okay.
each of these alcoves. In one, you see a yellow mummified goblin's hand. In another, you see a knife carved from human bone. You see a dagger with a rat's skull carved into the palm. Nothing that looks of particular value, but each item, there are 13 items along the wall, and they all seem, you get the sense that each member had their own cubby, that they got to put their special toy
Right.
in the cubby.
So they're like lockers.
Yeah,
Each
basically,
lockers.
like each item feels weirdly personal.
Huh.
One is like an iron pendant that has a devil face on it.
Yeah.
As you don't notice any traps on any of these items. None of them seem particularly valuable. They seem personal.
As are we moving in?
Yeah, Arthur. Yeah, I'm gonna. Arthur's gonna follow.
As you're looking at that, something clicks in my head, and I rummage through my pack, and I pull out a severed finger and a goblin hand and a knife carved from bone. I'm like, how the hell?
Oh no.
You had those items on you?
Yeah, I did.
What?
What? They're not. They're
They're still there.
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh
No
And
way.
it is the exact same goblin hand. It is.
no. I'm
the
like
exact
staring at you, like
same
what is
knife.
going on?
I was gonna say.
Because I'm not touching
Arthur-
anything.
Arthur takes his crossbow and he points it at you and he says, "Are these yours?"
I told you I've been here before.
I understand that you've been here before, but have you been here before or have you been here before?
Same thing twice.
You know what I
Your
mean.
inflection was almost the same both times.
been here before, and I'm pretty sure I took these as
Yeah, Arthur,
souvenirs.
you
Took
Arthur,
them as souvenirs or put them here the
Arthur.
last time you were here?
Arthur.
How would I put
Yeah.
them there? They're in my hands.
Well, they're all
See?
there.
Give me persuasion. He still has his crossbow trained.
Okay.
I didn't know that he had those on. I don't trust him. He looks at you and he says, "Why don't you just stick to healing yourself, Mr. Falls and Trapped?" But you're also trying to
yeah.
calm him down. You give him a persuasion also.
I'm not as good at that as I used to be. But
Wolfgar says he is ancient. He is the land.
Bar.
nah,
No.
this is
He says, "No, I think I'm. Frankly, I think I'm good where I'm at." He says, I would appreciate it if you put those down on the ground, and step away
No,
from any
Arthur.
of the
Actually,
artifacts."
I reach over and I take one of the artifacts off.
No,
Oh,
no,
this is
no.
Indiana
Marge
Jones.
immediately like chop on your arm. No, you're not doing that.
Or well, I
Chris
go
Davis
to
shit
take
right
the
here.
artifact off the wall.
And she smacks your hand.
I will
Just smack
smack
my
your hand away.
There's a shrunken head over there.
There is a shrunken head
No,
in one of the
Marge,
alcoves.
I think I want to. I think we
In
need to
fact,
study
it is a
these.
shrunken halfling head.
I think like Marge is just afraid because there's 13.
Uh-huh.
And I think she's just like, if we move them, I'm just like worried about traps. Like I just feel like they're supposed to be there.
As
Well, no, I
as
thought you
far
already
as-
cleared
You know
them
what?
as trapped.
as far as I know, they're not trapped.
No, Marge, I need to be
I
able to
wouldn't-
study
I
these
wouldn't
and
have
understand this
these.
religion.
As souvenirs.
Okay.
I think yes. The fact that he already has 3 in his possession means that these we don't understand what's going on with him, but clearly these things are important if he has
But-
3 of them.
But I've said I've been here before.
And your
I've been
character's
to
not
this-
trying to be deceptive.
No.
Yeah.
I want to pull out a bag or pull out my backpack and I want to study these.
Arthur wants to try and figure out if he can tell if Arkin is lying. Can you give me guidance
Yeah.
for an insight check?
Huh. I love that you asked for guidance.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god.
Live,
Yeah.
laugh, love.
But not
That's
fun.
it.
Somebody told me I give up.
In the haunted
my love
basement.
energy.
Yeah, and I put my hand on Arthur's shoulder and I say, "May Ilmatar's guidance be on you."
No.
No,
And
no.
Arthur says, I don't know that I believe in Ilmatar, but thank you.
He believes in you.
Well, that is nice to know. And
Ew.
he still has his crossbow trained at Arkin, and he says, I rolled a 15. And then, so you add a
D4.
D4 to that?
Yeah.
So another 2, so 17. He can tell that Arkin's not lying, correct?
Correct.
He can sense that Arkin is telling the truth. He is still now highly suspicious of Arkin. The fact that you have changed shape twice now.
What?
And
Into dread?
that's right, and that you have been in the house of the vampire worshippers, which is kind of how we got into this whole mess in the first place, was chasing vampire worshippers. He is very suspicious of you, but he at least believes that you're not the person that put these artifacts here whenever you were here. He believes that you stole the artifacts from this place.
Which I wouldn't say stole, but I would say appropriated.
Borrowed.
I would say borrowed.
Well, that's
I was planning on keeping them.
Marge is like
Wasn't planning on
really
turning-
serious about like, can you all just like please not touch these? I want to just like check out what's a little bit farther into like in the other room.
Certainly.
I just feel like these are important.
Arthur's like, I have
reckon
no
I
problem not
totally-
touching the
totally
creepy
agree that they're
things.
important. That's the whole point. Like, yeah, I can wait. Let's.
Are you like,
I'm not putting mine back.
I want you to keep yours.
Yes.
Keep everything where it is.
Yes.
Which direction are you checking out?
I want to
The
go.
glowy room or the
Yeah. What am I seeing? Am I seeing glowy and am I seeing dark?
What you can see now that you are down in the basement as the chanting of "He is ancient, He is the land" continues to just echo
Right.
around you. You can feel that it's coming from this
there.
room,
All right.
and you can see. You can see a faint glow coming from that room. You see a stone altar and water.
Okay.
And then over here, all you see is dark hall. Even with your dark vision, all you see is basically
Yeah.
a hallway heading off into it.
Apparently I'm very attracted to dark hallways and I don't want to go in the glowy room yet. I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Down the dark hallway.
I follow.
There says literally anything to get me away from Arkin and the creepy hand.
Okay, so Arthur's following and then you are too. Or is that you? Right, no.
Yeah, that's
that's
Gregory.
We're good.
I'm doing
We're
things.
heading on in.
Arthur though motions for Arkin to follow with his crossbow pointed at you. He motions for you to follow.
Oh, hostile.
Okay.
I do not
Alright.
trust this.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, you're on doing.
Ron
This person.
follows behind as usual.
Peyron brings up the rear.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Arthur looks back at you and he goes, "Do you trust him?"
I mean, what I can tell, he hasn't led us astray yet. I mean, I don't know why he's here, but he doesn't seem to know either.
Okay.
So, I feel like if he had ill intent, he would at least come across as a little more knowledgeable.
He's creepy though, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, shape-shifting is a weird, it's not really my
That's
thing.
not
It's
normal.
not my kind of magic.
Okay. I can do it, but I practiced for a
Sure.
long time and it's not like that.
But, like, what he's
The
turning
nails.
into is,
Dread.
like, what is that, right?
don't know.
What is that?
We will ask
Like,
him.
who does that kind of thing?
Not.
It's not cool.
And
Little princess way.
you move into this dark room down the hallway. What you see are essentially like stalls, like not big enough
Little
for like,
potties.
no, not potties, but like almost like
Just holes in the ground, right?
think of what you would keep like horses in, like
Okay.
horse stalls, except
Why are there more
only big
stalls?
enough,
I know.
only big enough for humans.
Ew.
And there are manacles,
What the fuck's a manacle?
sets of chains with
chains attached to the wall.
hanging
You
from
know
each of
what
the.
Let's see it. Put two and
Themselves.
two together. We
Yeah.
we're in a sex dungeon now.
There are essentially
Freaking Dave was
yes, there are essentially prison cells, and in several of the cells there are still intact skeletons, but most of them are empty.
Okay, I'm gonna roll like I think I feel safe in here, but I think I'm gonna roll perception anyway.
What are you
Just,
trying to
like-
do? Like see if there's any
Just
danger?
like see if I'm sensing if anyone else is in here, like
So, like, yeah, like,
there's no other doors, something like I don't know. Is it by itself? I'm worried. 10.
You don't notice anything. I mean, other than it being terrifying and definitely like where they kept people that they were going to sacrifice.
Right.
You don't notice anything that seems out of the ordinary here.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm like in the middle of the room then at this point.
Give me an investigation.
Oh boy. Okay, that's better than my perception, so. 15.
What you see is directly in front of you,
Okay.
right here. You can tell that there is a mechanism hidden in the wall that looks like a lever.
Hold the left.
Ooh, the lever. Ooh, the lever. Wrong lever. Thank you.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
all over that.
as you pull the lever, Grunk,
I'm scared.
you hear a switch flip, and what you hear is the portcullis that was blocking.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I love the word pork.
There was a portcullis of iron bars
Where did it?
blocking your entry into the room with the water and the glowy light.
Also known as an iron gate, right?
Yes,
Thank you. Thank
coming
you.
down from the ceiling,
I honestly
not just
only
the
know that
normal.
from the Pirates of the Caribbean games, because they
Iron
called it a
gates.
portcullis.
Yep.
Yep.
You hear it open and descend up into the ceiling,
Okay, so we basically needed to do that anyway.
or be strong enough to lift it.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm happy with that.
Do you relay that information to TV? Well, Theron
Assuming
hears it
they
clearly.
heard it.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, something's happened over here, everyone.
Thank you.
I think
Thanks,
they
Aaron.
opened the door. I don't know.
I pulled a
the
switch.
Gate,
Or just
gate,
put another human body for sacrifice. I don't know what I did.
the gate just opened. Did someone do something?
She pulled some switch, and here we are.
All right, well the gate's open now.
Well, there's
So-
nothing else in here, so.
Theyron like sneaks steps forward and kind of is like looking around, like kind of like peeking around the corner a little bit to see like what's going on.
Marge, are you opposed to going back? And...
I am. There's nothing else in here, so.
Well, I vote we do that.
Okay.
As
I don't know who all wants to go.
You know, in this
obviously
case,
want
I'm
to
actually
go.
kind of sneaking forward because you know we opened a gate. It was noisy. I don't feel like there's any.
give me your
You're
stealth.
thinking? Okay.
Give me your stealth
your
roll
best
with
stealth
disadvantage.
Oh no. Stealth roll.
Yeah.
Stealth's so good.
What? What?
First one's a 16.
Roll.
6.
All right,
Okay.
that's not great.
You're definitely making
It's
noise.
pretty standard. It's
Yeah.
fine. Standard noise.
You are making noise as you walk up to the entryway to this room,
Okay.
and
Oh.
as you
Oh.
as you enter the edge of the room, you see steps leading down into about 2 or 3 foot deep.
Oh, I don't like this.
In the middle of the room, which is lit by flaming torches, you see an altar on a raised dais, several feet above the water. There is copious amounts of dried blood around the dais.
I think it might be Diaz.
It's a raised altar.
But I mean,
Diaz.
Diaz. Oh, Diaz.
Amadeus.
And
Amadeus,
as you peek into the room, you see there are 13 pillars around this room, and on each of the pillars is a shadowy figure, and each of them are chanting, "He is ancient. He is the land. He is
the
ancient.
pillars.
He is the
The
land."
pillars are chanting.
No, there's a shadowy figure in front of each of the pillars
Okay.
chanting, "He is ancient."
So how far away are they from us?
Anywhere from like 5 to 10 feet at the closest
Okay.
ones to about
Oh, man.
Can I-
30-ish feet away.
Can I
from the
roll an
farthest ones.
Arcana check to see if I get any magical energy?
Guys, this place is
That's a
weird.
10.
This might be the sword.
Arkin, can you roll Arcana as well?
Yes. That would be 23.
Ooh.
You can tell that they are illusions. Not only that, you also remember being in here. You remember that they cannot hurt you, but something in here can.
Those aren't real. They're echoes of something past.
Okay.
But there is something that can hurt us in here. And I remember one of us didn't make it out of this room.
Okay.
And you don't remember how they did not make it out.
Well, they didn't make it out because they were killed.
I want to throw something. In the water. We're not standing in the water, correct?
You're not standing in the
No,
water.
we're
You're still on the step.
Okay.
You're on the step descending into the room.
I don't swim. Not with all this gear.
I
don't remember this being very deep, but it
Okay.
would be for you.
Yes, it would. I don't have anything to help us get across the water. I was trying to find something. I don't.
I'm gonna throw a little bag of sand into the water, and I want to see if there's any reaction.
Okay.
If it sense anything.
As you throw the sand, everybody's kind of very tense. You can, other than the chanting, you could just about hear a pin drop. Your bag of sand plunks into the water, and you watch it sink about 2 feet
Okay.
until it rests at the bottom on the stone floor beneath that you can see sort of reflected in the torchlight. The shadowy figures do not move. They just continue to chant, "He is ancient. He is the land."
Is there anything on the altar that they appear to be chanting around?
I'll bring that. Yes, well, there's nothing. There's a silver knife up on the altar with dried blood.
Okay.
I'm not real enthusiastic about wading through this water.
I don't think we have an option.
I don't have anything.
Well,
to
we
describe.
just throw.
This is like above the water on both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But we can't get.
But it's also only a 10-foot jump to the altar from where you are.
Yeah.
Marge, we could. Can you jump
Throw
that?
me.
You'll have to toss me.
Throwing it.
Toss me.
But she doesn't have a beard.
She might,
It's still.
but it hasn't been established.
Who has a good acrobatics roll?
I think Arthur does.
Or athletics? I have.
I have +5 to athletics and +3 to acrobatics.
Yeah.
Read athletics. I'm gonna fucking go for it.
March, do you want me to toss?
I got it.
You're gonna jump.
Got it.
Not even-
All right, give me an acrobatics.
All right.
You don't give me
That tracks.
that. Give me
No,
athletics.
I was gonna do
Marge
athletics.
being pretty
Yeah,
independent.
unless you're like somersaulting through
I
the
am
air.
chaotic good, so.
You got a nap one, didn't you?
Um,
Oh no. Oh no. Mark.
is it in that one?
It's like a 5.
Two.
As you
Oh no.
as you jump, you fall short of the altar and you
I saw short
splash.
a lot of things as Marge.
Yes, you splash the water everywhere.
Oh no.
You're about a foot away from the stone of the altar. Nothing happens as you're in the
She
water.
meant to do that, right?
You see the ripples. You see the ripples. You see the ripples move out away from you. The chanting continues.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
I should have done performance. Honestly.
I want, Gregory wants to go follow and go towards
As
the altar.
as Gregory steps down in the water again, nothing happens. The water's cold,
We're real scared of this
clear.
water.
So Gregory follows in the
Is
water.
everyone else coming?
You're in the water?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is anybody stepping onto the
I
dais?
actually am going to
I
start
will. I'm gonna
walking
make
around.
like that picnic table where
Up
I
on
just
the-
put like
on-
one.
Yeah.
Arthur likes that plan. Arthur's also going to keep like high ground
Yeah.
and watch
Marge is definitely trying to like.
I'm
get
wading through the water.
up onto.
Now that I
it.
realize I
Your
can
leg
walk
up on
through
it.
I'm wading.
Yeah.
I'm wading across.
So who is getting up onto?
I'm
the
getting up on it.
altar? Theron?
No, I'm gonna stay where I
You
am.
just stay in the water.
Water.
Gregory,
Yeah, I'm up
Up on there?
man. Yeah. I want to see what the hell this is about.
as
Yeah.
you step up onto the dais and the
The chanting
altar,
stops, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we have to die.
The
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian though.
okay. The
How long does that last?
Hmm?
How long does that last?
So,
10 minutes. I feel we're close enough to something happening.
the chanting as your what do we call them? What do we name
Oh,
them?
what did we name them? They weren't Robert. No, what were they? They weren't Roma Downies. No, they were Roma Downies, weren't they? It wasn't Della Reese. They were Roma
No.
Downies.
What's that?
Your ghosts, your two ghosts that hang
No,
out.
what if
Oh
we?
no, you named it.
So I can't use the one I painted for Spirit Guardians?
No, because
Okay.
we're in a weird hellhole that's possessed by some vampire demon.
Didn't you put it on that shot or something? Get the name that you wanted.
I did.
Phineas and Ferb? Was it Phineas
Yes,
and Ferb?
yes,
yes, it
Phineas
was.
and Ferb. Oh my god.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb appear next to you,
That sparked that whole
and
conversation.
Phineas like floats. Phineas like floats
And you were
floats
mad.
over to you, and he goes, "It's really fucking creepy down here, bro."
Yeah, well, that's why I need you guys.
As Gregory and
I need
Marge
you weirdos.
step up onto the dais, the chanting disappears from the room.
I knew it. Yep, knew that.
The room goes silent for a moment, and then the chanting rises once again. But instead of "He is ancient, he is the land," the 13 figures surrounding you all chant, "One must die.
Oh god.
One must die.
Phineas, Ferb.
One
Either one of you?
must die."
They're already dead.
I'm assuming that's a roll for initiative.
It's not.
No,
Okay.
because-
I'm just like I just want to know like what's on this altar.
The knife.
Yeah.
Just the knife. That's it with dried blood.
Do you want to
I pick it up.
give
I
me
yeah. I almost want to pick the knife up.
an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
I need check. I want to do.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Not creepy, but 14.
The creepiness of this place is huge, right? I'm also going to
Huge
cast spiritual weapon.
creepiness.
As she's picking that up.
So now you also have
I'm
a
prepping.
spiritual weapon floating.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm prepping. I'm like, because this
I gotta get all the
no,
things out.
Wow.
because this is so. I love that.
I love this.
Because like this is already super
Your cleric
creepy.
is like, "Oh shit."
We're
oh,
being
shit,
told
oh, shit.
all this stuff
Cleric's
is being,
just
yeah.
like-
I'm like
Oh.
I'm like you know it's like racking the gun, getting ready. Yeah, like I'm getting ready for shit that.
Yeah.
man.
What you can tell, Marge, as you pick up the dagger, you get this overwhelming feeling that something needs to be sacrificed on this altar
Okay.
in order for you to appease the chanting. They continue. One must die. One must die.
Let me see.
Daryl, give me. Sorry.
Yep.
Pharaoh. Give me a religion check.
Okay. Does it have to be a person?
You can sense that it does have to be something alive.
Can I use guidance with it?
You also have
I
inspiration.
don't have like.
I'll say no because you took your roll already. But if you want to use your inspiration or channel divinity or something
I don't
like
even know
that,
what we're sacrificing for, but anyway.
I do.
or do you have? Do you have like divine intervention?
Not yet. No. I do have channel divinity, which is turn on dead, preserve life.
No, okay.
We pulled the knife out though, correct?
Destroy
Did
undead.
Yeah,
grab
you lifted the knife up from the altar. The knife itself just appears to be a silver knife.
Okay.
But you get this feeling that you feel this way. You're not sure if it's real or not, but you feel like something has to die on this altar.
I'm gonna do something stupid. Okay.
Be
So
careful.
I'm gonna take the knife from you, okay?
Okay.
I'm just gonna slit my
Your
arm
wrist, and just let blood.
and let blood go
blood
on the
fall.
altar, just to see what happens.
Wow.
Just for funsies.
As blood, well, first off, you take
It is stupid.
2 points of slashing damage.
Right.
Um,
That makes sense.
Could be worse.
as Theron,
Could be
as
way
you,
worse.
as you watch, Marge opens her forearm
Wow.
and blood begins to flow down onto the altar, and the chanting around you continues. One must die.
Okay, that don't
One
work.
Well, so
must die. With your religion check, you feel Amateur's presence. You almost like in your mind's eye, as if outside of time, you feel Amateur here to you. And in this vision outside of time,
I'm in a trance right now, almost.
yeah, nobody notices what's going on. This is
Yeah.
kind of just happening in your own little world. Ilmater appears to you, and he is just a man. But he appears lashed to a rack, his shoulders dislocated,
Mm-hmm.
bones sticking out from his legs,
The wreck broken lord.
marks from the beatings that he has taken in the service of others. And he looks at you and he says, Theron, my good servant, you have a tough choice ahead of you.
Oh,
My lord, what are you asking of me?
What the voices say is true. One of you must die or leave this room, or you will face the wrath of the cultists. There is evil in this room, and if you choose not to sacrifice a living creature, there will be consequences. And as he's talking to you, coughs, and blood comes up out of his mouth, and his wounds all over his body are weeping blood as he talks to you while he's tied to the rack.
Wow.
Ask one question, and I will answer it.
Would we all survive if we face the evil? Is our
If you join together, maybe, but it is not certain. You must make a choice. Does one of you die for the good of the many? Or do all of you band together
That's Michael's point.
and fight the evil that lives beneath?
I see,
And-
my lord.
As he says that to you, he lets out another cough and appears to die. Obviously,
Wow.
he doesn't actually die,
Yeah.
but he is the tortured god. He is the one who is broken. He fades from your vision, and you snap back. And as you snap back, you see Marge take the dagger from Gregory and slice open her arm, and blood spatters the altar, but nothing seems to happen.
So she's not bleeding out.
She's not bleeding out.
no,
She's
I didn't go that
Right.
crazy.
She's bleeding.
I didn't go that direction. I went the other direction.
Okay. Marge, I step up onto the platform out of the water, and Phineas and Ferb
They join you.
float, kind of shimmy up out of the water with me. And yeah, my spiritual weapon follows behind me.
It's like a mace.
And I say, Marge, here, this isn't your time. And I put my hand on Marge's hand holding the silver dagger and be like, let me do this.
Okay.
And
I mean, Marge is just like,
I
okay.
take the dagger and I put my shield away and I start reciting an incantation and I
Gregory cast Firebolt. And
Cast it on myself.
and knocks the knife out of your hand.
Oh god.
Yeah?
Yes.
okay, I still cast this. Does that interrupt my spell casting?
Is it a concentration spell? It would not interrupt your spell casting, no.
Okay. I cast a spell on myself. And then you hit me with a firebolt?
Yeah. I aim at the knife, knocking the knife out of your hand. I mean, it's DM's discretion whether or not you take damage, but
Did Wolfgar just... Oh, did I just... Ah! Yep. Someone's gotta die.
all right.
So
How
I
much?
cast that spell. I cast
Takes
that spell.
1d10 points of damage, fire damage.
It'd be 2d10. If
2d10?
If he's taking full damage.
Yeah. Can you cast Firebolt at him?
That's 9.
You take 9 points of fire damage, and the dagger is shot out of your hand and
Okay.
skitters across the floor and down into the water over in this area.
Interesting.
I know. Okay.
But you're casting your spell.
What are you casting, Daryl?
I cast a spell,
Mhm.
and I'd be like, I say, Greg, like, blast you, Gregory. No, and I run for the dagger.
Okay. Pick it up out of the water.
Gregory runs after him.
And I
What's your goal here?
I'm trying to get him to calm down. I have a plan.
You should say that to me.
I have a plan, you goddamn idiot. Can you just relax for 30 fucking seconds?
but like, okay, all right. Gregory, I had a vision. Someone has to take the sacrifice to get out of here.
Something.
What is it?
It has to be a living object. Am I wrong?
No, it seems to be true.
So
It needs to
I
be a sacrifice.
have a spell called Summon Greater Demon. You can summon a living object. You can have control over it and have it sacrifice itself. I know it's a long shot and it's just an idea, but it's better than you doing whatever the fuck this is. And again, that is up to DM whether or not we say that a demon is a living. But Michael's face, you didn't see this happening.
Gregory, things will be okay.
If it's not undead, if it's a fiend, it would be alive.
And if I have control over it and I can command it to do what I'm supposed to command it to do, I can have it sacrifice itself.
Perhaps. You'll have to talk to your cleric about summoning
Yeah.
a demon in front of everybody here in
I
the
was
middle
gonna
of
say,
this, in the sacrificial
yeah.
chamber.
Gregory, Ilmatar spoke to me. He told me someone has to be sacrificed. He wasn't referring to something otherworldly. He was referring to one of us.
But it's a living thing. Did your god
I'll be-
specifically say that it had to be one of us, or purely a living thing?
Gregory, think we'll be okay. You'll be okay. If Ilmatar is speaking to me about this, everything's gonna work out.
We can all hear this conversation, correct?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
everything will work out. Whether or not my plan works or not, we can fight whatever this is. We fought worse. We're the sub-basement of a goddamn haunted house, for Christ's sake. Ilmatar's sake.
It's alright. It's alright. He's not real judgy.
I can tell from the fact that we're,
I just put my hand on your shoulder.
He just loves
Like,
you.
Gregory, just stand down.
Arthur says from across the room, I personally would prefer if we didn't summon a demon. Let's trust them.
I don't know what's
You're
gonna
aware
happen.
that there's a good chance he's going to kill himself, right?
I won't let him do that. If it comes to it, I will not.
I slit my throat.
What?
And then
I hate you.
and then walk up to the
Stumble.
top of the platform.
You stumble
I don't
Wait a minute.
up to the
Daryl is a
altar.
fucking good idea. God damn it.
Marge just like
Wow.
Arthur,
Like,
Arthur
honestly,
jumps.
Daryl-
Arthur jumps off of the railing
Marge,
and rushes towards
yeah.
And as
No, we'll see what
as
happens.
Theron slices open his throat,
He did with the silver.
Blood.
It's probably the fucking silver dagger that we
blood
found.
pours from his neck and coughs several times. Reaches for the altar, places the dagger up on top of the altar,
Okay.
and collapses on the stone. And as Theron collapses in front of all of you, and you watch
It's been great playing with you guys.
you watch the life drain
I was supposed to get a new
from
character,
his
dude.
body. The chanting in the room stops, and the room goes silent, and
I want to be clear. I don't know what's going to happen next.
you watch as Theron's eyes dim, flutter, and shut.
Marge is just holding his face.
And as the last gasp of breath leaves his body, Marge, as you're holding his face, you feel his heart beat stop, as you can feel pulse in his neck, and the room falls silent. Arthur stares from the water. Gregory stands there, just struck, and a second passes, and another, and the room remains silent. Another second passes. Marge, you feel the faintest heartbeat in Theron's carotid. His eyes flutter. Soft breath
Oh, I'm already aggressively smacking at the side of his face.
leaves his face, leaves his mouth, and he doesn't respond, but somehow he's not dead.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to tell them what spell you cast?
I cast Death Ward, which preserves a life. If a creature
Ooh.
cast with Death Ward drops to 0 hit points, they automatically are revived to 1 hit point.
So he is stable, but
Yeah.
he's unconscious.
Immediately, Arthur runs over and pours a health potion down his throat. I can roll it real quick, too.
The chanting that stopped,
The chanting stops.
is the chanting still
7.
silent?
The chanting is still
I'm gonna pour
silent.
another health potion
Okay.
on you too. But I don't know where you rolled that.
Now you will remain.
You can't. You just have to roll.
Even
Here,
if
I can roll
even
it.
if you guys heal him,
What is it?
he will
Just
remain
take four.
unconscious until you
Two.
take a long rest.
4.
Yeah, so to be clear, like, I don't know how he was going to handle that, with this whole sacrifice and all
Right.
that. I still don't know what's going to happen to my character.
Right.
Like, slitting my throat could have been like, no, you killed your... Like, that's not the same thing as 0 hit point. I didn't know what was going to happen
You got
next.
4 health points for me.
4? Thank you.
As you
Not much, but
as you restore his health, he remains unconscious, but the wound across his neck begins to knit itself together, and he is left with a gruesome scar on his neck as a reminder of the sacrifice that he was willing to make.
it's hard.
Yeah, for you guys to do.
Well-
But yeah, the chanting stops. The
Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point?
the house goes silent.
Just
The
so confused.
I'll just burn this fucking place.
the echoing
You want to too, Dave. Don't.
Go ahead.
the echoing ends, and the death house appears to rest for now.
Yeah, for now. The fuck?
Can we? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there like an exit down here, or do we have to backtrack, or is there anything else for us in this house?
Not that you know. You are able to backtrack your
As
way.
far as I know,
Like, I think
we had to exit the way we came in.
Okay.
Marge is just pissed because she's just like, there's no fucking point in coming into this house.
Gregory.
Um,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Almost died,
Mhm.
and we got nothing out of any of this. Okay, I did get a silver short sword, but it was the kids that like lured us in here, and there was no point. So I want to go back to hunting vampires. Like, this has nothing to do with anything. We basically just
It's all
discovered everything
pointless.
cold. It's all pointless. I'm mad.
That's fair.
Marge is mad.
Pretty fair. It was a pretty traumatic experience.
Yes.
Mhm.
I watched you die.
Yeah, is Theron getting a short rest right now?
No, you're unconscious.
We have to carry your ass out.
Yeah,
here.
they're carrying you out.
Yeah.
As
He is very heavy.
you make
with all
your
the stuff he
way
has.
back through the house to the attic, back down.
Are Phineas and Fur still following along creepily?
No, 10 minutes have passed. You died.
Okay.
You died there.
I guess you died.
I tried.
As you make your way back through the house, the house seems peaceful for now. It seems satisfied.
Let's get the hell out of here.
You
Straight away.
make your way. You make your way back to.
Before we leave the house, can
Yeah.
I do something?
Yes.
I would like to cast Scorching Ray, and I would like to
Yes.
not burn the house to the ground.
Yeah, you can.
I would like to write a message on the side of the house.
On the outside of the house. Look, once you guys are outside.
Yes.
So, once you make it back to the front door, and
Should we have explored this area?
No,
No.
We're done.
No.
We're done.
You could. I'm just saying. I'm unconscious. This is
I'm
Theron
hearing
can't.
more clickings. No.
Okay.
no, you don't hear clicking. You hear breathing.
Oh, God.
No. You find your way back to the front door of the house, and where it was previously locked and barring you from leaving, as you click the latch on the door, it swings open to the street beyond, and what greets you is the town of Barovia. The mist has gone, and there is a familiar man in a cloak standing out on the street, just observing you. What message would you like to write with your scorching
I would
ray?
like to, in the ground in front of the door, I would like to draw a glyph of warning. but on the door,
Like a do not enter, basically.
yeah, on the door itself, I would be like, I want to write, all who enter beware. All who enter may not leave altogether.
You scorch your message into the front door of the Durst home and step and turn, and what you see as you turn back to the street is surprisingly a familiar face. You see Malon, the vampire that you encountered at the church. And he's just, this was before you joined, Arkin. Yeah. He is just watching you, and he has a smile on his face, and
Gregory's hands are fucking lit.
he looks at you and he says,
Yeah, Marge is
he
furious.
says, well done. I see you've all made it out.
Would you care
But this was a fucking test.
So before I start to blow
Are
some,
you guys dragging me on the
M-A-L-L.
ground or
I feel like between Arthur.
no, I made it fresher or anything, right?
We're doing like a
Oh my god.
weekend at Bernie's.
Like my hood pulled up
Yeah.
and like over my
As you observe Malorn, he just looks at you with a smile and he says, well done.
Well,
He's a vampire?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
He
mad.
kicked our ass.
Yeah, he did.
Like I almost died.
Didn't he caress me? He caressed.
He's been talking to my head.
and you
so-
might be mildly possessed.
Yeah, I might be mildly possessed as well.
I was into him though.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool,
That's fair.
Facts.
Yeah.
but I don't remember that much.
That's why we play that Red Flags game 0.
He walks up to you and he says, there
Vampire.
may be a purpose for you yet. I see that you look a little worse for wear. Perhaps you should find the inn, get a little rest.
You owe us a great explanation about
Oh.
where we are and what we're doing. Let's rest.
Oh, all in due time, my dear Gregory. All in due time. And he,
That's not.
as you're talking to him, he shapeshifts into a bat.
Yes, he does.
Can I cast polymorph?
flies
Turn him into like a goddamn.
squeaks and falls out of the sky. Hovers up through the grass. Now it's away, and you find
Oh, wow.
yourself in the town of Barovia. You are on one of the main streets leading through the town, and the mist is gone. You can make out figures walking back and forth down the streets. Most of the shops and homes appear boarded up and derelict, but there are a few people here and there. And
Message still on the door.
for now. It's only been a couple minutes, but yeah, the message is still there for now. And that, I think is where we're gonna leave it for tonight. Welcome to the town of Barovia. You made your way out of the death house.
Am I still gonna be unconscious when we resume?
And I
Uh,
think we can assume we take a long rest after we resume.
well, you'll have
We need
to
to hit the.
you'll have to find your way to
Yeah, find
to
a
the
way to
inn
the inn.
and-
Okay.
and take a long rest there, but
but
But yeah, you are at least out of
Shit.
danger. You are out of danger.
Daryl, my fucking man, that was fucking great.
Thanks.
That was pretty good.
But you both gave me a fucking look. Would my idea have worked?
To create a demon?
And kill it as a sacrifice.
Theoretically, yes.
Okay.
I don't know that a demon's a living creature.
It's alive.
It is.
It's not undead.
No.
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 Demons
No,
are
it's not.
fiends, and fiends are alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They are evil.
But the
I can
other
tell
thing
Michael
is
didn't
that
like that direction.
I'm not sure you would have been able to command it to.
That's where
kill
I was a
it.
little.
Because
You
each
guys
round,
might have been able to kill it.
Right.
right? each round it has a save.
It
to
does have a
break.
charisma saving.
So I decided to go through with what I was planning because
And I
I
already
could
had
tell
a
Michael
demon.
didn't
I
like
already
that
had a
idea.
demon in mind. If you were gonna try and summon a demon, I knew exactly what I was gonna.
I really want to use that spell, and I haven't
Because like
used it yet.
my spell, it really seemed like it would work unless killing myself was more than dropping to 0 hit points and was actually like
That was
doubling damage.
That was
or something.
fantastic.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and end the stream.
All right.
Thank you guys.
That
Thank
was
you
some-
for everyone. Yeah.
That was some fun
That
storytelling.
was crazy. We will pick up again in 2 weeks in the town of Barovia.
Sunday night.
We avoided a lot.
Sunday
of
night, 2
fighting.
weeks from now. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to
Yeah.
keep doing the earlier time, or are we going to go back to our 7?